Hmm. Hello everyone, Avaira is here. Let's continue Oblivion. So, second temperature stream. Because I'm a bit sick, but not sure how long will be the stream, but as long as I'm somewhat fine, I guess. Thank you, so let's continue. Oh yeah, by the way, screen projector. Yep. Let me be sure that everything works fine. Because it's not always works fine. But yeah, yesterday's stream was absolutely fine, which is good. This is only a so problematic game in my not so long streaming career. Okay, continue. Didn't mess with settings so far, so we'll see. Should be fine. I mean, it wasn't fine on the first stream when I thought it's fine, but it's not. Yeah, it's not fine. I can see it on the other screen. Why? I don't know. But it's not fine. Just look at the settings. Nothing activated. Yeah, the reflex didn't go. It's still glitchy. Okay. So, yeah. I didn't change anything. I didn't touch anything. Nothing was changed. But there is a bug this time. Why? Who knows? Okay. Let me... Only now I get this current overlay. Like, sometimes there is a bug. Oh, and now it is fine. So there is some glitch that don't fully load in the game even. Now I can see that everything fine. No flickers, no anything, no twitching. You can see yourself, it's just so broken. It's absolutely unpredictable. If you're not tracking it, if you're not going in menu or whatever, it doesn't fix itself. Why? Who knows? Okay, let's continue. So, I'm just rested in Anvil and it's time to do something useful. I have multiple things that I want to do in Anvil. First of all, I joined Fighter Guild. Oh, it's okay, I can say flickering. Is it still not fixed? Yeah, it's still not fixed, just pretend to be fixed. Okay. I get those restart. It might be fine after that, hard to say. Let me restart it. I think surprisingly, even the restart can help. Sometimes it's just the game loaded bugged or whatever, hard to say. Until you go in some settings, it will not fix itself. It's just, I don't touch anything. It's just how it is. Sometimes you launch and overlays start immediately. Sometimes you start and no overlays and everything glitching. So I guess just quite random. First launch can be quite bugged. Not sure why. This time I have overlay from the beginning. Same as yesterday after second launch, and on the first launch yesterday it just was frozen. Yeah, no, seems smooth. No flickers. Perfect. So I don't know, it just works. Okay, so now we can continue. So I've just arrived in Anvil, get some rest after clearing the gates of Oblivion nearby. Alright, what did I want to do? I joined Fighter Guild and one of the first tasks should be here. So I need to find Fighter Guilds and figure out what they need from me. I also need recommendations from Mage Guild. I also heard about Attack on Chapel. I also heard about the Prophet. I also heard about the gang of some people, some girls, whatever, Sarah's Deception. Yeah, I get this one. And also should be some place not far. Not sure is it quest or not, but I remember somebody asked me to check on Beldabura because something dangerous fun was going on there. So there are plenty of things to do. So I guess I will stay in Unreal for now. Good thing for Where should I start? I think I should visit guilds first. Visit the guilds, so then I'll decide what to do. Everybody's just standing there walking, which is kind of fine, but feels a bit creepy. Alright. No, looks kind of nice, but yeah, need proper weather to see it in its glory. That's the gate, some bunch of random buildings. Nowhere is what. Oh yeah. Yeah, both guilds right in front of the main guild. Good, good. Yeah, the weather is quite meh. At least it stopped raining. Wow. Pieces just spawned. Okay, Fighter Guild's border. Who I should speak with? Rano, pick this. They just looks like normal members. Maybe with this guy that went up.
Hail.
Hail?
I'm Rufrius Venetius, Fighters Guild hand-to-hand trainer.
No, it's probably wrong target. Although, can you tell me more about Anvil?
You're not from around here, are you?
Yep.
Just a warning. Be careful if you go swimming. It's the slaughterfish. They'll swarm you.
Oh yeah, so on already. Quite tough beast. So, any rumors?
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Treasure? Count? What's going on? Okay, I'm curious. Treasure sounds interesting. But what about the prophet?
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside ranting at passers-by. Go to it.
It's easy to hear him. But now this one. Oh, look at this mojo. Just there's someone there and barking on something. Is it Ghost of Uriel Septim? Go get him. Get him. He came closer and still staring the same direction. Sure, there should be some Ghost of Uriel Septim here. Doggo. Such a doggo. God damn, they're so fucked up with sounds of their paws. They're so loud. Doggo. Okay. Company offices. Maybe there. Or maybe the guy was down below, I don't know.
Greetings, Britain.
Who, what? Okay. This guy looks more armored.
I'm Azan, head of the Anvil Fighters Guild
perfect.
chapter, and advanced blunt weapons trainer.
Well, I don't need advanced blunt training. Although, probably not. So, about the contract.
A contract for you?
Yep.
I think I've got something that suits your experience. Arvina Phyllis has some problem with rats in her house.
How did you know that I'm good with rats? I mean, I slaughtered a good amount of them through my short journey, but still. Okay, so what about this rats?
Yes, rats. I'm sure she can explain it to you better than I. She lives here in Anvil. Go and talk to her. Good luck.
Okay. Anything about Anvil?
Our Fighters Guild chapter here is big, primarily because we're a training center, which earns us each a good living.
So it's exactly a rookie camp, pretty much. Any rumors lately?
You hear about Gogan? A gang of thieves is running a scam in town, and he fell for it. What an idiot.
You're supposed to help him. You representative of the fighter guild, and you just laughing at him. Amazing.
Go take care of the rats,
Looks
then
like
talk to me.
people don't take this seriously. What's this Lensilarum?
Lensilarum. Fighters Guild, through and through.
She kinda look like a fighter. Can
There's
train me
much I
with
can show you.
Athletics, no thanks. It's growing on its own. Anything about Anvil?
I'm from Morrowind, north coast of Vardenfell, near Cool.
That's not
so I
Anvil.
like it here on the Gold Coast. Sometimes I miss home, but not too much.
Reasonable, actually.
Good day.
In comparison with Morrowind, he is kinda nice. Damn, this doggo is weird. Are they trying to sniff there? Okay. Well, that's Fighter Guild symbol. I mean, not the most fancy one, but it is what it is. Okay. Color. So, rats. Why are you chasing me here?
Yes?
Yeah, yes. Why are you chasing me here?
Mainlord and his brother run a nice establishment at the Flowing Bowl.
Amazing.
You too.
Oh, no, it's you, amazing. Okay, who's Victus?
Vigdis, Fighters Guild.
Well, not much of a service here. Maybe I'm just too low rank. I didn't really finish any contract. Feels like she should trade or something. At least I have a memory of that, but maybe it's wrong memory. Anything about Anvil?
Are you kidding? I came here to get away from the mountains and snow. You ever spent a winter in Skyrim? Or Bruma? Give me the Gold Coast any day.
So she's North that actually don't like North that much. Any rumors?
Pinnerus Inventius is quite the hunter. He can track about anything, and he's deadly with his bow.
Good for him.
Let's get to training.
Blunt. So there are two people
to
that train in Blunt. Although she may be a rookie one. Who's Rana?
Rano. I'm Anvil's advanced trainer in blade weapons.
Oh, I have enough blades. Anything about Anvil?
I worry sometimes I'll go soft here. Training mostly and living easy. So now and then, I go out along the coast on my own just to stay in shape.
And what? Slaughter every crab on your way or what? How you staying in shape? Oh well. Any rumors?
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city.
I wouldn't say that I saved the city, but yes, I closed the gates.
Be seeing you.
I would say it was this. How was his name? Martius Salarius or something like this? Nah, something different. Something like this in any case. That guy, the captain of the guard, he did most of the job. Okay. So where should I go? This friends. It's a red problem. So Anton has told me of a contract in Anvil with Arvena Talents. I should speak to her about a problem with rats in her basement. Okay. Where it is? Arvena Talents. Well, okay, let's just check houses, I guess. Brandios. Arvena Talents. Good. She's close. They need some additional rookie to deal with this problem instead of actually just going and dealing with it. What the hell is this? I guess misplaced embers. Oh well. Nobody's here. Is she still alive or eaten by rats already? Hello there?
You must be from the Fighters Guild. Good. I have a problem. It has to do with the rats in my basement.
I guess the problem is the rats?
That's right. Rats. In my basement. And something has been killing them. It's horrible. My poor babies. You must do something. I don't know what I'd do without them. Their little pink noses, their scaly little tails. Oh, please get to the basement and find out what's happening.
Damn it. Okay. I will check on your red sense.
Please
Give me a
save
moment.
my little rats.
Whatever is killing it, I will stab it to death. I'll defend this reds with all my might. Oh, just a cougar. This just a cougar, actually quite tough. Was. Poison gets to everyone. But yeah, my initial hit did like 10% damage. Like this cougar is so tough actually. But the poison is poison. I've killed a mountain lion in Arenatel's basement. They must be sneaking in through a hole in the wall somewhere. I should tell Ravenna what has happened. I will just tell what happened. Starving. Well, so it's a weak one. Amazing. Well, it's actually peaceful here. You can understand why she like rats. I mean, they're fine. It's big and fluffy, you can hug them. Seems peaceful. There's some hole here. I don't know, this one feels locked. But I guess he has a climbing in. Well, I cannot do anything about it. I can only tell her that she needs to do some construction works, I suppose.
Oh, my poor little rats.
It's okay, ma'am. Rats are fine.
Well, what have you found? Did you take care of my babies? What was going on down there?
It was a mountain lion that tried to eat the rats, but I stopped them.
A mountain lion? In my basement? But how? Oh, that's not possible. But it happened. Oh, what if there are more? What if it wasn't alone? Where there's one, there will be more. Find Pinnerus Inventius. He's a hunter and knows this area inside and out. He'll know what to do.
Okay. Whatever makes a call.
Please, go find Pinnerus. And those mountain lions.
Pinnerus, isn't it this hunter that people mention? Like, the one that's so good with the bow that just can deal with everything. Where can I find them? Because she didn't tell me where to find them. Maybe she knows.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Gogan. In the water. Why? What he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme.
Oh, there's
I
Gogan.
could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Okay, that's the guy that was made us laughing about him. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe she knows something about the gang.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed, they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
Well, I didn't see them, but I can tell why. I mean, you take care for yourself, maybe. Okay, so what do you know about the gang?
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us?
Sure. I will.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can.
Okay. Anything more about the gang?
All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
Okay.
The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
I'll check it. So where can I get the hunter? Narration something. Maybe he's living in one of these houses. This house? What's wrong with that? Abandoned house. Okay. What the hell is wrong with this house? Why it is abandoned? What a shithole. There's some hole leading who knows where. At the same time, somebody keeping here candle. What in this also? Some book. Maybe even the area. Somebody living here secretly. Looking for Brenzia, Brief History of Empire. Well, I can find all the tomes just in Mage Guild. These mayonnaise. What it is? Many investigators have attempted to solve the riddle of the Thieves Guild. Despite repeated proofs that no viable Thieves Guild exists, the rumors persist. Whenever historians search for evidence of the shadowy organization, nothing is found. Witnesses know nothing. Safe houses are empty. Fences turn out to be simple businessmen. Let me clarify by stating that thieves most certainly do exist. They rot in dungeons all across Tamriel. Certainly, bands of thieves work together to commit crimes. On rare occasions, there has even been documented cases where persistent bands of thieves have worked together for years at a time, committing thefts and other crimes. However, a guild is different than a band. A guild implies an organization with membership roles. It would have a financial structure, which would include member dues or some other means of securing funds. It would have rules of conduct or behavior. It would have hierarchical leadership structure. Within the structure, there would be methods of advancement and succession. The best documented case of a Thieves Guild was found in Morrowind. For a brief time, Gentleman Jim Stacy ran a ring of thieves that robbed wealthy merchants and nobles all across the nation. During the recent Neverin incident, the Fighter Guild and the Shadowy Morocton eliminated this band of thugs. The final fate of Jim Stacy himself is not known. The Morrowind Thieves Guild did have a financial structure and a leadership structure. It satisfied many of the conditions of a true guild. However, it was short-lived. Public knowledge of Stacy's group lasted for only a few years at most. Although the Fighters Guild has claimed credit for wiping them out, some historians believe the group merely went deeper undercover. The problem with determining the non-existence of the Thieves Guild is quite logical. It is not possible to prove a negative. I can prove definitely that the Thieves Guild does not exist, only that historians have been unable to document one. If a Thieves Guild were to be operational in Cyrodiil, one would think that crime would be rampant, which it is not. The very nature of thieves makes it impossible for them to trust one another sufficiently to work together for very long. By nature, a thief is a rule breaker. The foreign organization that has rules would fail if all its members were thieves. For these reasons, I dispute the existence of a modern-day Thieves Guild in Cyrodiil. Hard to say. I would say it's not just lawbreakers, it's people who want to live easier, let's say. Instead of working, just steal something from time to time. And if they will know that somebody will kill them if they will try to still be outside of the guild, they will definitely join the guild. So, definitely can exist. Bread. Why this is bread here? And stealing. Somebody definitely living here, secretly, yeah? Have a book about thieves. Maybe wanted to join them, hard to say. In any case, for now, I don't know anything about what's going on here, and it doesn't really matter so far. Okay. Slowly becoming more clear vision, but still cloudy. Okay. So, where can I find the hunter? So, Corporados. Maybe I can ask Anvilgar.
What do you need?
I need the hunter. But I guess I don't know. Okay, can you tell me at least about chapel attack?
By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them.
Yeah, we'll investigate it later. Any rumors?
Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything.
The question is, does Prophet appears
You too.
after or before? There are some people here.
Shishani, the old sea captain and rover. Now a ship owner and Satkat. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, funny accent. Yeah, you don't know anything about Hunter? Well, what's your impression on Anvil?
Take some advice. Go down to the sea. Stand a while. Watch the sun rise and set. Think on distant lands across the water.
Well, that works for you, not for me. What about Anvil Chapel attack?
I don't know what to think. Maybe the prophet is right, and the ancient gods have come back for vengeance.
That's what you're talking about?
Yes, he preaches outside the chapel every day. Hard to miss. I think you'll know him when you see him.
Yeah, I heard them already.
Goodbye.
Pardon. Okay, you have something. Pineros and Ventus. Yep, that's the house.
Pineris and Ventius, hunter, woodsman, and marksman at your service.
Damn, he's sitting in steel armor just here, chilling. That's a brutal man. So, we have a problem with mountain lions and rats.
Mountain lions? Here? Odd. If they're around, I can find them. Come with me. A hunt will do us good and maybe make that old nut feel better.
Old nut? Oh yeah. I guess I call the owner of them. Is it normal for anyone like this?
Plenty of deer, wolf, boar, mountain lion, bear in the county. Just need to know where to look for them.
So actually there are bears and mountain lions. Okay.
Let's go hunting.
Okay, let's go hunting. We need just to exterminate them, so I guess it's reasonable to have poison. Poison is good. Poison is life. I mean, it's death, but not for me. Did I run out of potions finally? How many potions do I have? Well, still have some magical potions. Because yeah, potions make it much easier when I have mana actually. Quite infinite source of mana. Am I getting some other buff? What's going on? I might get spell absorption. Wow, that's my basic feature. Why it was even shown. Some interesting glitch. Spell absorption icon like it's run out, but it's not. Yeah, the game is missing some dialogues. It would be cool if you, while you're walking for something, you could talk together, discuss something. You could tell about I know the Nine's behavior or anything. About his hunting experience, anything. We need some, for modern games, something like dialogues, so you not even just listen to some banter, you can participate. That would be good. Okay, we're going to hunt. We can prepare the balls. Damn, the weather is just terrible around here. I mean, it's a deserted place, should be quite sunny, but so far it's very rainy. At least my experience so far is not that great. During the rain, everything looks shittier. Including the rain. Didn't see any mountain lions. How far are we going even? Oh, there is mountain lion.
If they're out here, they'll be in this area.
They
I
surely
can't
are
imagine there
here.
are more than 4 of them. Let's take care of this.
More than 4. Wow, there are literally some up front. Damn, this poison just annihilated them. That's perfect. Is this spelled any good for anything? I think not. He did to stun others. Fine.
I think that'll be all of them. Can't imagine more in this area. You can go tell Arvena this is all taken care of. Good hunting.
Okay, you are the most weird hunter I ever encountered. He's 2 armored dudes who just smacking things. He didn't even use a bow or something that hunters would do. Oh well. Now he's going this way. Okay. Why are you staying
What?
here? Yeah, why are you staying here?
Better go talk to old Arvena.
Okay, okay. Well, he'll control that nobody left, I suppose. Arrow Rod. What is Arrow Rod? Strangleity and damage knock. Not so useful. What the hell is this banners? It's that windy? Okay. With such a wind, trees should dance already actively, but they fully ignore it. Okay.
Greetings.
So, let's tell her that everything is fine now. We exterminated all the cougars. I think this house here. Ma'am, we took care about the
Take
lions.
care of those mountain lions.
We just did it. Yes, we slaughtered every single one of them.
You think you've gotten rid of them all?
Yeah.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Well, you haven't. There's one in my basement right now. Go get it.
The hell? Well, one could get here. Okay. Meanwhile, that's fine. I'll deal with this one as well. I guess one of them ran away. Get to the basement while we were busy. I've killed the second mountain lion in Arventel's basement. I should tell her right now. Look at this Retzi. She's washing. This Retzi is actually quite adorable. Just making weird noises outside of it. Yeah, I think it's original noises. It doesn't make any sense, but just it is what it is. Nostalgia noises. Damn, these 2 embers always glowing at the beginning. So weird. Now the main misplaced from here, but hard to see. There is no one red embers really here.
Thank the gods you killed that thing. Oh, this is ridiculous. Someone's out to get me, to get my poor babies. I'll bet it's that quill weave next door.
Quailwave? When that?
She's the one. She's never liked me or my sweet little pets. I know it's her. I've even seen her sneaking around in back of my house at night. She thinks she's so smart. She and all the other women. I'll show her. I want you to keep an eye on her. Find out what she's up to.
I think ma'am, it's a bit too much, but okay, I will investigate.
Please save my little rats.
Quailwave. Weird name. So who does Quill with? Next door she mentioned. Sugar Brothers. That's the Hunter House, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And this is the tavern. Quill with house. I possibly have memory of Anvil that it had some gardens and stuff. But I think they fully removed it in Remaster. Yeah, the city definitely looked different. Foxglove. This Foxglove. Resist poison, resist paralysis. Doesn't sound useful. Really have some value. I gathered one before, but I didn't get anything. Maybe it wasn't successful. It can stagger linear. Let's go different. Well, it's useless. I could practice on all these other reagents, but I have limit on weight, and also I will practice enough on just what I need. Cool weave. Yeah, that's a house. I wouldn't call it next door, but okay. Let's see. Whoa, what? She looks scary. Jumping like this.
My name's Quillweave. I've had some success selling stories about the lives of the lower and criminal classes.
So you're a writer of sorts. I came here because of concern about mountain lions.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're accusing me of, but don't do it without any proof.
Do you have a point? What can you tell me about Anvil?
Between the sailors and shipmen of the port and my little local circle of friends, I have plenty of yarns for knitting up my tales.
Okay. Any rumors?
Hey, you're the one they call the Hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The
That's
one
not
that
the rumor.
closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city?
It's not a rumor. I mean,
I
it's
can
rumor,
show
but
you some new things.
acrobatics. Well, she's actually good at acrobatics. But I will train myself.
Take care.
Okay. Looks sneaky and dangerous with these jumps, but it's not a proof of anything. So, what am I supposed to do? Arvena now believes that her neighbor Quillweave might be responsible. Arvena has seen her sneaking around outside the house at night. Should watch Quillweave and see what she's doing. Should not let Quillweave see me, though, lest she gets suspicious. Well, too late, I would say. I mean, at night. Well, okay. Once it will become late, I can check on it. Yeah, there is a big hole here, to be fair. Not sure that anybody can bring a damn cougar here. It's not really possible. I mean, you cannot just drag a cougar by the tail and just drop it here. That's not how it works. But okay, I should check on it in any case. Meanwhile, let's go and listen to the prophet. So much fuss about him. Is it even worth it? I know, feels a bit too same-dish. Not too bad, but kind of feels like odd and empty a bit. But not too bad, not too bad. So I think I hear profit from here.
Masters among you, heads so heavy with learning that you cannot raise your eyes to the heavens to see the truth there written. You pore over your dusty tomes of lore. You study ancient genealogies and bloodlines. Look you to blood for truth. There is truth in blood. but not the truth that you seek. The truth is written in the blood of the innocent, there in the chapel of love. Can you not read the ancient runes?
I would say he sound like here.
A curse and a threat to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear.
Has a real prophet, or he is the one who slaughtered everybody inside?
Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
I have a lot of questions. What do you know about Annual Chapel attack?
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Umaril? Who's that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Okay, let's assume that this is true, but why now? And who is Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aliens 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the alien sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Okay. Anything else to know about the attack on the chapel?
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
Well, I need to see what's inside. Maybe there are actually runes and maybe he actually can recognize them. Kinda equipped like a priest. Maybe he was one of the priests. Like, I don't even know who he is, actually. Not sure about Umaril, but might be some cultist of this Umaril. Who knows? That want to return all this aliens, Daedra and stuff. That rise now because of Oblivion Gates. So, how do we stop Umaril if it's actually him?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I don't know. I mean, Redux sounds good in English. If you know something about them, you better tell me.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
I have no clue, to be fair. Well, no, I have no claim to fame.
A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will decide if you are worthy to seek the relics.
Okay. So how can I find these relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the Nine's blessings.
Interesting. Maybe? I mean, through my travels, I already bumped in a couple of these ones. So, not that hard to do. Although, that's probably not really shrines. Oh, hard to say. We'll see. So, what are these Crusaders' relics anyway?
The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Ayleid sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
We'll see about that. In any case, if I will find some relics, it could be helpful and nice. Some adventure of sorts for sure. But are you sure that Umaril is alive?
He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril.
I don't know, there is a flaw in this logic, because if previously a knight with all these holy relics failed to actually kill him fully, why would he think that it works second time? I mean, it might well stop him for another 3,000 of years, which is decent, but I don't know. Well, we'll see. For now, it's not even clear if there is any Umaril at all. So I need to go on pilgrimage.
Walking the Pilgrim's Way is the traditional start of a holy quest. Follow the map I gave you, visit the way shrines of the Nine, pray, and wait for a sign.
Okay, I will try to do it. Just out of curiosity, at least.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
8 and 1, okay.
Look well upon this chap. I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Yeah, I will not touch anything, just wanna see what's going on here. Or just listen to this prophet.
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel.
I know.
I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
True. So what do you know about the attack?
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Well, we'll see about that. Maybe everything's simpler than it looks. Oh, maybe it's way worse. Who knows? Maybe prophet actually right. Sucks if it is true. Well, they're supposed to not take anything, but there are no corpses. Only blood. A lot of blood. Okay. Blood, Rokos. Okay, a corpse. Annual chapel key. I mean, it might be important for investigation. Let's take it. Oh, yeah, actually, somebody was busy. But I doubt that a ghost would just laugh and write this in a circle. It doesn't make sense. Some cultists, on the other hand, easily can do it. Demania. Drink. Okay. Right. Okay. What is great, everybody was killed. Part of the things were burned, and well, the outer was screwed. Same with all the others. Dibella. Yeah, Dibella exactly as the church. Of the Dibella, that is. That's maybe why the first burn. Okay. I guess the key should be used somewhere here. Chapel Hall. Undercroft. Chapel Hall. Let's see Chapel Hall first. Because all this talk about ghosts, it's all amazing, but doesn't mean much. Song of Pin now. Ah, so yeah, that's the second volume. There is the first one. Shazarand's Divines. These books might be connected to all this. What happens? There's a bit of Rukus here. Song of Pin volume 1. Okay, the Pin definitely was mentioned already, so I guess it's a good time to read this. Volume 1 on his name. Internote volumes 1 to 6 are taken from the so-called Reman manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original source of these fragments, some of which appears to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. That he took the name Pelennor was past and strange, no matter his later sobriquets, which were many. That was an elvish name, and Pelennor was a scourge on that race, and not much given to irony. Pelennor was much too green for that. Even in youth he wore white hair, and trouble followed him. Perhaps his enemies named Pelennor of their own in their town, but that is doubtful, for it means glorious knight, and he was neither to them. Certainly many others added to that name during his days in Tamriel. He was Pelennor the Whitestrake because of his left hand made of a Kinnan knight. He was Pelennor the Bloody, for he drank it in victory. He was Pelennor Insurgent because he gave the Crusaders a face. He was Pelennor in Triumph, as the words eventually became synonymous, and men-at-arms gave thanks to the Eight when they saw his banner coming through war. He was Pelennor the Blamer, for he was quick to admonish those enemies of his that favored taxes that ran counter to his. That is sword theory, and he was Pelennor the Third, though whether this was because some said he was a god geyser, who had incarnated twice before already, or that simply he was the third vision given to Perif, unknown Alessia, in her prayers of liberation before he walked among the quarters of rebellion, is unknown. Well, we know that he is a vampire with glowing hand, then, if he's drinking blood and striking with hand, and yeah. Powerful vampire with glowing hand. So, basically battle mage with sword and magic that also can drink blood. Amazing. Well, he probably was strong then. Welcome, Katsunella. Well, yeah, somewhat quiet, that's for sure. Okay, second volume. Oh, he's coming. Same notice about volume 1 to 6. And then Perif spoke to the handmaiden again, eyes to the heavens which had not known kindness since the beginning of Elven rule, and she spoke as mortal, whose kindle is beloved by the gods for its strength and weakness, a humility that can burn with metaphor and yet break easily and always doomed to end in death. And this is why those who let their souls burn anyway are beloved of the dragon and his kin. And she said, "And this thing I have thought of, I have named it, and I call it freedom, which I think is just another word for Shazar, who goes missing. You made the first rain at his sundering, and that is what I ask now for our alien masters, that we might sunder them fully and repay their cruelty by dispersing them to drown in the topple. Marhaus, your son, mighty and shortened, gore-horned, winged, when next he flies down, let him bring us anger. That's some strange family. Gore-horned, winged guy. The father is a vampire with glowing hands. Amazing. And then Cain granted Perif another symbol, a diamond-soaked red with the blood of elves, whose faces could unsector and form into a man whose every angle could cut her jailers, and the name Pelin-El, which is the Star-Made Knight, and he was arrayed in armor from the future time. And he walked into the jungles of Sirad, already killing, Morihal stomping at his side, froth bloody and bellowing from excitement because the Pelin-El was come. And Pelin-El came to Perif's camp of rebels, holding a sword and mace. Also had dual wielding, looks like. Both encrusted with the smashed viscera of even faces, feathers and magic beads, which were the markings of the Enidon, stuck to the redness that hung from these weapons, and he lifted them saying, these were their eastern chieftains, no longer full of their token. So he brutally murdered a lot of... were they even elves? I mean, they called elves, but at the same time, he mentioned feathers. Maybe they just like feathered clothes, but hard to say. Shazar and Divines. Shazar was mentioned, I think, by Faustinus Junius, sub-curator of ancient theology and paleonumerology, Imperial Library. The position Shazar enjoys in Cyrodianic worship is often misconstrued. He and 1,000 other deities have sizable cults in the Imperial City. Shazar is especially venerated in the Calovian West, though he is called Shor there, as the West Kings are reasonably and religiously Nordic. Oh yeah, that's familiar from Skyrim actually. The haziness of Shazar's relationship to the divines, he is often called their missing sibling, begins with Saint Alessia, the so-called slave queen of Cyrodiil, the founder figure of the original Cyrodiilic Empire. In the earliest Syro-Nordic stories of the Heartland, Shazar fought against the aliens, the Heartland High Elves, on mankind's behalf. Then, for some unknown reason, he vanishes from the stage, presumably to help other humans elsewhere. And without his leadership, the aliens conquer the humans and enslave them. This slavery lasts for generations. The isolated humans eventually begin to venerate the pantheon of their masters, or at least assimilate so much of high Elven religious practices into their native traditions that the two become indistinguishable. In First Era 242, under the leadership of Alessia, her demigod lover Morihao's Breath of Kin, and the infamous Pelin-El Whitestring, the Cyrodiilic humans revolt. When Skyrim lends its armies to the slave queen of the south, the revolution succeeds. The aliens' hegemonies are quickly overthrown. Shortly thereafter, White Gold Tower is captured by Alessia's forces, and she promptly declares herself the first Empress of Cyrodiil. Part of the package means that she had to become the High Priestess of Akatosh as well. Akatosh was an Aldmeric god, and Alessia's subjects were as yet unwilling to renounce their worship of the Ewan pantheon. She found herself in a very sensitive political situation. She needed to keep the Nords as her allies, but they were, at that time, fiercely opposed to any adoration of Ewan deities. On the other hand, she could not force her subjects to revert back to the Nordic pantheon for fear of another revolution. Therefore, concessions were made, and Empress Alessia instituted a new religion, the Eight Divines, an elegant, well-researched synthesis of both pantheons, Nordic and Aldmeri. Caesar, as a result, had to change. He could no longer be the bloodthirsty anti-Aldmer warlord of old. He could not disappear altogether either, or the Nords would have withdrawn their support of her rule. In the end, he had become the spirit behind all human undertaking, even though this was merely a thinly disguised, watered-down version of Shore. It was good enough for the Nords. As for why Tiber Septim has not attempted to revitalize Caesar during his wars against the Aldmeri Dominion, we can only speculate that. At this time, memories of the Arnessen Order's follies, the Dragon Break, the War of Righteousness, the defeat of Gilnombria Moors, would only damage his campaign for the Imperial Crown. So this created this fate of 8 deities and eventually became one of them, the 9. Interesting. Well, yeah, that explains how this mess was names. So there were Nordic gods, even gods, and the current 9 divines is a combination of them. And oppose them, there are also Daedras. Amazing. Okay, so it's so good and all, but maybe we can find more information. Frostfall 2920. By the way, yeah, 2920, not second era 920. Surprisingly enough. The Map of Kings that I already read. Any clues would be good. Get to coral. No thanks. Well, what this one is about. That's a big one. And I'm not sure if I want to read it right now. It would be a shame if it would just lie here, I guess. Maybe I should take it then. Don't want to steal anything really, but knows what the guards will do with the books here anyway. Let's see. For now, let it be with me. That found so many books, it's insane. Gods in Worship. Prince of Kings. Greatest King Grant. Yeah, it all doesn't help me with any cults or anything else. So far, no clues that anybody connected to something. Desk. Trials of Saint Alessia. It's a Chinhall. This kind of connected to all this stuff. And the short one. Let's check on this one as well. From the Trials of Saint Alessia. So the Trials of Saint Alessia from the Trials of Saint Alessia. Amazing. Akatosh made a covenant with Alessia in those days so long ago. He gathered the tangled skeins of Oblivion and knit them fast with the bloody sinews of his heart, and gave them to Alessia, saying, "This shall be my token to you, that so long as your blood and oath hold true, yet so shall my blood and oath be true to you. This token shall be the amulet of kings, and the covenant shall be made between us, for I am the king of spirits, and you are the queen of mortals. As you shall stand witness for all mortal flesh, so shall I stand witness for all immortal spirits." That's actually additional details to what I know already from Amulet of Kings book. And Akatosh drew from his breast a burned handful of his heart's blood, and he gave it into Alessia's hand, saying, "This shall also be a token to you of our joined blood and pledged faith. So long as you and your descendants shall wear the Amulet of Kings, then shall this dragonfire burn, an eternal flame, as a sign to all men and gods of our faithfulness. So long as the dragonfire shall burn to you and to all generations, I swear that my heart's blood shall hold fast the gates of oblivion. So long as the blood of the dragons runs strong in her rulers, the glory of the empire shall extend in unbroken years. But should the dragon fires fail, and should no heir of our joint blood wear the amulet of kings, and shall the empire descend into darkness, and the demon lords of misrule shall govern the land. From the liturgy of the rekindling of the dragonfires. Yeah, that's exactly what happened right now. That's why I actually should help him. Well, okay, let's Boros gather more intel for now, in any case. Nothing here. So I didn't find anything connected to occult. Well, there is one more book that was... that's a book anyway, it's not it. Here, I guess. Also, Soul of... Oh, there are many Sons of Penal, actually, yeah. Volume 7, Volume 6, Volume 5, Volume 3. Where's Volume 4? Oh, yeah. There is a whole gathering of Sons of Penal. Well, okay, I start reading this. I guess we'll stop in here for reading for now. Damn it. I mean, I'm fine with that, but yeah, that's a lot of reading at once. But they're short, so it's fine, I guess. They ought to get like one book. One local book, not normal book. Okay, so Penal Wildstrikes was the enemy of all elfkind that lived in Sirad in those days. Mainly though, he took it upon himself to slay the sorcerer kings of the aliens in prearranged open combats rather than at war. So there were multiple sorcerer kings of aliens, not just one that Prophet mentioned. The fields of rebellion he left to the growing armies of the Paravania and his bull nephew. Penal called out Haromir of Copper into a duel at the Tor, and ate his neck veins while screaming praise to Raman, a name that no one knew yet. So he actually was a vampire. So he was dual-wielding vampire with hammers and maces, with glowing hands. So he was half mage, half fighter, and vampire. Goldhaur the Shaper's hand was smashed upon the god-faced altar of Ninandela, and in his wisdom Penal set a small plague spell to keep that evil from reforming by Vulcan magic. Later that season, Penal slew Hendu on the granite steps of Seitar, the Fire King's spears knowing their first refuge. For a time, no weapon of the aliens could pierce his armor, which Penal admitted was unlike any crafted by man, but would say no more even when pressed. So he didn't tell where he got his fancy armor. When Huna, whom Penal raised from Grain Slave, the Hoplite and Loftwell, took death from an arrowhead made from the beak of Seletanel the Singer, the Wildstrike went on his first madness. He wrought destruction from Narlemay on the way to Celadil, and erased those lands from the maps of elves and men, and all things in them, and Perif was forced to make sacrifice to the gods to keep them from leaving the earth in their disgust. And then came the storming of White Gold, where the aliens had made pact with the Aurorans of Meridia, and summoned them and appointed the terrible and golden-hued half-elf Umariel, the Unfeathered, as their champion. And for the first time since his coming, it was Penal who was called out to battle by another, for Umariel had the blood of the Under, and would never know death. So Umariel was special among all these kings. Interesting that they also called him Unfeathered, while Feathers was mentioned, so it's very weird else with feathers, while this one was somehow special and without feathers. Okay, volume 4. Penal drove the sorcerer armies past the Nibin, claiming all the eastern lands for the rebellion of the Paravania, and Kin had to send her reign to wash the blood from the villages and forts that no longer flew alien banners, for the armies of men needed to make camps of them as they went forward. And he broke the doors open for the prisoners of the Vahtashe, with the slave queen flying on Mori House above them, and men called her Alish for the first time. He entered the gate and to win back the hands of the thousand strong of Cedar, a tribe now unknown but famous in those days, which the aliens had stolen in the night. 2,000 hands that he brought back in a wagon made of demon bone, whose wheels trailed the sound of woman when ill at heart. Text lost. And after the first pogrom, which consolidated the northern holdings for the men of Christ, he stood with white hair gone brown with elf blood at the bridge of Helden, where Perev's falconers had sent for the Nords, and they, looking at him, said that Shore had returned. But he spat at their feet for profaning that name. He led them anyway into the heart of the hinterland west to drive the aliens inward, towards the Tower of White Gold, a slow retreating circle that could not understand the power of man's sudden liberty, and what fury ideas it brought. His mace crushed the thunder nachts that Umariel sent as harriers on the rebellion's long march back south and east, and carried Morihau's breath of kin to Soatas, the clever cutting man, a need with a captain name. There's so many names and terms here, that's insane. As far as I understand, this Morihaus is a dragon. Morihaus, breath of kin. It definitely should be a dragon, and already was mentioned of your flying on him. So, yeah, definitely should be a dragon. Okay, so for Hinan, when the bull had fallen to a volley of bird beings. And of course, at the council's caves, where all of the Paravania's armies and all of the North shook with fear at the storming of White Gold, so much so that the Alish herself consulted delay, Pelno grew furious and made names of Umario and made names of what cowards he thought he saw around him, and then made for the tower by himself, for Pelno often acted without thought. So he is brutal, reckless, and merciless vampire. Half mage, something, something. Okay. That's some blessed by gods here. Okay. And his love of Morihaus. So he was in love with the dragon? Let me guess, that's how dragon burns came? It is a solid truth that Morihaus was the son of Kin, but whether or not Pelno was indeed the Shizarine is best left unsaid. For once Plantino, who favored the short sword, said it, and that night he was smothered by moths. What does that even mean? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it have a bit of sense, but that's so weird. It is famous, though, that the two talked of each other as family, with Morihaus as a lesser, and that Pelno loved him and called him nephew. But this could be merely the fancies of immortals. Never did Pelno counsel Morihaus in time of war, for the Manbo fought magnificently, led men well, and never resorted to madness, but the White Strike did warn against the growing love with Perev. We are Adamor, and change things through love. We must take care lest we beget more monsters on this earth. If you do not desist, she will take to you, and you will transform all spirit if you do this. And to this, the bull became shy, for he was a bull, and he felt his form too ugly for the Pervania at all times, especially when she disrobed for him. He snorted though and shook his nose hoop into the light of the second moon and said, "She's like the shine on my nose hoop here, and ancient sometimes, but whenever I move my head at night, she is there. And so you know what you ask is impossible." This is so weird. Okay, about this bull, like, is it like Minotaur or is Some really just a bow? Well, men bow that was mentioned before. Yeah, here also for the men bow. So one of the Minotaur, I'm not sure how it's connected. So, so yeah, they had very interesting connections, I would say. And looks like spent a lot of time together in all the ways. Volume 6 on his madness. And it is said that he emerged into the world like a podomac, whoever that is. That is born by cities and all the force of change therein. Still others, like Fifth of New Teeth, say that beneath the Penal Star armor was a chest that gaped open to show no heart on the red rage-shaped diamond fashion, singing like a mindless dragon, and that this was proof that he was a myth echo, and that where he throned were shapes of the first Argent. Penal cared for none of this and killed any who would speak god logic, except for Fair Perif, who has said, "It knocks rather than talks, as language without exertion is dead witness." When those soldiers who heard him say this stared blankly, he laughed and swung his sword, ran into the rain of cane to slaughter their allied captives, screaming, "Oh, Aka, for our shared madness I do this. I watch you watching me watching back. Umaru dares call us out, for that is how we made him." And it was during these feelings of anger and nonsense that Pelno would fall into the madness, where whole swaths of lands were devoured in divine rampage to become void, and Alessia would have to pray to the gods for their succor, and they would reach down as one mind and toss the white streak until he no longer had the will to kill the earthen home. And Garrett of the men of Jer once saw such a madness from afar and maneuvered, after it had abated, to drink together with Pelno, and he asked what such an affliction felt like, to which Pelno could only answer, like when the dream no longer needs its dreamer. Oh, I guess he was possessed by some kind of gods or whatever, so went crazy eventually. That was pretty much will of the gods all this time. The books are expensive, by the way. Some of them at least. Books of Penal 7 should be on the 6 tomes. Why is there a 7th? This one have pictures. Volume 7 on his battle with Umario and his dismemberment. So this is about Umario. This fragment comes from a manuscript recovered from the ruins of the Alessian Order's monastery at Lake Canalus, which dates it to sometime prior to the War of Righteousness. First era 2003-21. Wait a second, so era doesn't mean thousands. Interesting. So how long are the eras? The first one lasted for more than 2000 years. Second, I didn't see past 240 or so. And the third era currently is 400 something, if I'm not mistaken, 421 or something like this. However, textual analysis suggests that this fragment actually preserves a very early form of the song, perhaps from the mid-6th century. And so, after many battles with Umario's allies, where dead Aurorans lay like candlelight around the throne, the panel became surrounded by the last allied sorcerer kings and their demons, each one heavy with verlines. The White Streak cracked the floor with his mace, and they withdrew, and he said, "Bring me Umario that called me out." And while mighty in his aspect and winged, deathless golden Umario favored ruin from afar over close combat, and so he tarried in the shadows of the White Tower before coming forth. Most soldiers were sent against Penal today, and yet they managed to pierce his armor with axes and arrows, for Umario had wrought each one by lone verlines, which he had been hoarding since his first issue of Challenge. Presently, the half-elf showed himself bathed in meridian light, and he listed his bloodline in the Elidun and spoke of his father, a god of the previous Canopus World River, and taken great delight in the heavy breathing of Pellinol, who had finally bled. Text lost. And Umario was laid low, the angel face of his helm dented into an ugliness which made Pellinol laugh, and his unfeathered wings broken off with sword strokes delivered while Pellinol stood frothing above him, insulting his ancestry and anyone else that took ship from out Elf Nofei, which angered the other Elvish kings and drove them to a madness of their own. And they fell on him, speaking to their weapons, cutting the panel into eights while he roared in confusion, which even the council of Skivs could hear. Text lost. Ran when Mor shook the whole of the tower with mighty bashing from his horns the next morning, and some were slain in overabundance in the token, and men looked for more aliens to kill, but Pellinol had left none save those kings and demons that had already begun to flee. It was Morihaus who found the White-Strake's head, which the kings had left to prove their deeds, and they spoke and Pellinol said things of regrets, but the rebellion had turned anyway, and more words were said between these immortals that even the Parliament would not deign to hear. So wait a second, if this is true, this means that Mario's never died actually, because he chopped Pellinol into 8 pieces. So Pellinol tried to reach the king, was surrounded by his men, killed pretty much, and when he was almost dead, Mario just chopped him into pieces. Which means the one who is dead is actually Pellinol, not the Mario. Interesting. Well, okay, but it doesn't really explain what happened here. I mean, sure might be. Yeah, those books probably not connected anyhow to that. Okay, let's check that direction. At least now I know about the spell now. I mean, that's quite a messy song of Pellinol, but that's still some information. Still, somebody could come through the cellar and slaughter everyone. Hello? How about that? Well, that works. Yeah, the spell works fine versus them. But they have those fireballs from Skingrad. They're actually quite good. Oh well. Still managed to damage me. Okay. Ectoplasm. Shock damage in the spell. That's useful stuff actually. So there are many ghosts actually inside. And that might be connected to what happened. Restore magical. Come on, magical. Recovers. Alright. The ghost looks cool, by the way. Really nice. Overall, I like the design of Undeads and Oblivion probably the most. Although, well, Morrowind was fine also on that, but yeah, here it looks somewhat creepy actually. I'm carrying too much. Is it Ectoplasm too heavy? Not really, but yeah. I took these books and books are heavier. Oh, Mage Guild chart I don't really need, I already read it. So that should help me. Disaster knowledge. Yeah, I still didn't read it. Warp in the West. Yeah, I wanted to read it. Took it from Monastery, I think. Still carrying it. But yeah, it's too much reading when in other moments. Bibles, the deep ones. I mean, we need this. No. Nobody needs this book. I destroyed the count. Enough was forced to sit in jail for 1 day or two. Because somehow somebody told the guards that they killed this man. But didn't tell that they were bloodthirsty cultists who sacrificed people. Well, there are truly ghosts here. But that doesn't explain much. Not big expert in ghosts, maybe they're supposed to be here and attack everybody who is not a priest. Because this place shouldn't be visited by anyone who is not a priest. No, I didn't find any traces of anybody else. Still, I'd say it could be counted as why there is Venus in the middle of the road. I would say it's still cultist, but maybe connect to this even king of swords. Now there are two Venusons. What the hell is going on here? Why is there Venusons here? I didn't drop them. They just appeared here. It's so confusing. I cannot carry them also. Cannot... Oh, actually, no, I can. They're making noises like it's some huge metal piece. Well, hard to say what exactly happened. Most likely some cultists. But yeah, I have no clue how to
I'm no
go.
relief.
On
My
them.
feet are killing me. There's no problem, is there?
I would say it's a lot of problems, but we don't know how to solve them anyway, so
Be
it's
seen.
whatever. So what do we know now? I've spoken to a mysterious prophet who told me that in order to seek the relics of the Crusader, I must first do a pilgrimage to the wastelands of the divines. He gave me a map of the Pilgrim's Way to help me locate the shrines. Once I have visited a wasteland for each of the 9 divines, I may receive a vision if I am judged a worthy knight. Well, okay. So I should have a map. Yeah, he gave me something. That I already read also. I have too many keys, I need to drop them somewhere. Even sigil keep key of all the places. No, the warp in the west, no, wish rains map. So one should be not far. The question is there any specific beginning or I can visit them in any order? If you wish to repent of your sins and rededicate your life to the gods, pray at the wastelands of the night. I mean, I'm not sure that I want to dedicate my life to the gods, but well, I can at least poke them and see what the gods will do. May the nine hear your prayers and look upon you with tender loving kindness. I guess it doesn't matter their way, so... Well, during my travels, I should visit them and see what I can do. Yeah, I shouldn't just drop it everywhere in the middle of the streets. Yeah. Okay. So it's already late. Let's check on this Argonian girl. I'll be sneaky. Very sneaky. So sneaky.
Hi there.
What's going on with you?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Drez and Halalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the troubles subside quickly.
Bye.
What's the time? 10:30. Well, it's not the night so far. What the fuck are you doing? Actually, somebody doing something. I've seen Weave leaving meat outside Arvenatel's house. This must be what is attracting the mountain lions into town and into Arvena's basement. I should confirm Quo. Well, attracting lions in town, it's definitely not something good that can be done. What the hell are you doing?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Stop playing meat here, for example. I saw you. What you're doing.
You what? Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I would never go skulking about. Fine, you've got me. I figured if I left some rotten meat outside, the nasty little things would come out, and the guards would take care of them.
Oh, so that was her plan. But instead you attracted mountain fucking lions.
Mountain lions? In her basement?
Yes.
I just wanted to lure her vermin outside. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, except the rats. Please, don't tell her. And if you can keep this our little secret, I can make it worth your while. There's a bit about acrobatics I can teach you. Give it some thought.
I will think about this.
Be seeing you.
I don't need anything from her, but I cannot think it. Venison. Can I use it as like potions or something? Yeah, restore health. And I think, yep, I have aloe vera. Actually, instead of aloe vera, use component here. I'm so overloaded. Yeah. Have too many of the heavy potions already. Well. .5. Yeah, need to heavy. Too heavy. Well, now I can walk at least. And no meat left. What should I do with her? I confronted Weave and she has admitted to trying the kill of Arvena Rents. She has promised to stop and has asked me to not tell her I know what she's done. Oh, she promised to stop with this, but will she continue messing with rats? I mean, no guarantee that she'll stop messing with rats in any different way. So kind of warning her would be nice. I mean, Arena. She also did quite dangerous thing and lured lions here, but at the same time ruined her life just because she was a bit dumb and hated rents. Also kind of me. That's a bit tough dilemma.
So, did you follow her? She's behind it, isn't she? Tell me what you found out!
She probably will not calm down if I will tell her that she had nothing to do with the end. Well, yes, she was behind it.
I knew it! That swit! Oh, I'll get her. You just wait. Must have taken some fast talking to get her to confess. Maybe I can teach you a little bit more about how to talk to people. And of course, here's the payment for the contract. Thank you.
Okay. Well, she should be calmed down. She doesn't look like somebody who can harm others. She would just talk to her maximum. Well, probably will insult her or not, but that's their problems. Can you tell me anything about Anvil?
You can't imagine the fuss some people make. My rats are no problem for anyone.
Most likely they're just chilling in the cellar, actually. Any rumors?
Everyone's saying there's trouble in Kvatch. The whole town destroyed. Only a few survivors. Good day.
Yeah. The people of Koch now sit in the camp waiting for the guards to remove all the rubbish before they will start rebuilding. Alright, so what to do next? It's kinda late. I guess I should go and rest and then report it morning. I didn't like that much this room. No, true. Yeah, they had another, I guess, and I have also another investigation. Silent deception. So, Milona told me that the men I usually approach at the local watering hole, the flowering bowl. That's where I should make contact with the gang. I should speak to Gauguin, as he may be able to add some more useful information. I've heard an all-female gang of thieves is preying on the menfolk of Anvil. While I didn't get all the details, I was pointed in the direction of Gauguin and Milona, two local Anvil residents. Somehow Gauguin is intimately involved, whatever that means. Oh yeah, he became a victim of this gang. I've spoken to Milona, a red-guard commoner who lives in Anvil. It seems that a gang of female thieves has taken up residence somewhere nearby. They lure men out to their farmhouse by seducing them, and then in actuality robbing them of all their goods when they arrive. The men are so embarrassed about this that they won't report it to the authorities. Bella's husband is one of the victims. I don't get why so embarrassed. I mean, okay, there's seduced, but anyway. Where's their house? In Sextus. Newheim. This is the inn. Silver Brothers. Why is there a target there? I'm confused. Because he was a hunter? Maybe? Oh, he's stuck in here. Perfect. I mean, they're supposed to talk.
Val Morvain. Been making weapons and arms here in Anvil for 30 years. People say I do good work, and I don't aim to argue with them.
Okay. I guess I cannot sell anything for now. Well, later then.
Be seeing you.
Yes. Here's Gauguin.
What do you want?
So, what happened with you and the gang?
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
Okay, I will do my best. Even if not for your sake, really. Okay.
I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
What do you mean merely man? You're supposed to have fucking will. Some willpower. Okay. Don't like your wife? Just leave her be. Don't even have kids anyway. And enjoy whoever you encounter on the way. Verify everyone. The flown ball, that one. So how should I approach them? If I will... Can they even try to seduce me? I mean, I'm a woman.
Captain rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Greetings, High Elf. Good to know.
Greetings.
See you.
Never seen you here before. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind making a little extra money. I've put together a gang. We make money by luring fools out to the middle of nowhere and robbing them blind. Our targets, weak-willed men who are easily fooled into believing they will have their way with us. Oh, men are so gullible. I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to join up, meet us at the Gredden farmhouse around 11 in the evening. I'll mark it on your map. Oh, and one more thing. If you breathe a word of this to the city guard, you won't live long enough to get whatever reward they're offering.
Amazing. Okay. Can you tell me more?
Just to be perfectly clear, we're not prostitutes. We do everything on our own terms, and the men never, ever lay one hand on us.
You two. About Gogan. A gang of
So-
thieves is running a scam in town, and he... Safe travels.
Be seeing you.
Okay. Amazing. So they just immediately tell me everything.
Captain Dougal's
I guess
rumored
reasonable
treasure
to
has
go
been
and meet
true.
with them.
I'm listening to the first count
To get all of them at
Cleared
once.
for agriculture
Interesting.
around Lake
Be
Ramar.
seeing you.
But it's mostly wilderness
And
outside
to
of
bring
that.
them to justice somehow.
What's going on with you?
Damn, it's so
Please
loud
leave
here.
the
I
house
wanna
and
leave
come
this place, it's too loud. Let me out. I'm not sure was it ever like this in original Oblivion, but here it's just insane. They all start talking, it's just killing me. Ugh. You mentioned this gang.
Viridil, son of Julianos and Mohitatona, queen of Akavir. These slugs climbing my spine itch something fierce. Like to dance?
Okay. Well,
Take care.
go your way. So, yeah, the other... Oh, the tavern, I guess it's not even an inn even. Then there's quality merchandise. This place is quite lovely actually. The outside part, like lighthouse, a tavern nearby, a castle. It's lovely. The fossil, Foxel, I don't know. Doubt that will be better than the other room. Is it even an inn? Looks abandoned, to be fair. Private rooms. Okay, you know what? No. I will be stopped here and wake up without my kidneys. Let me leave this place. This kind of dog part doesn't look too bad, but it's not safe to be here, I suppose. I would prefer to go back to the inn, to the proper one, and just rest there. Although, what's the time? I guess it's too late, yeah. Next day I can try to catch the gang. You know how I can deal with other matters. I have still plans for Mage Guild, and I also need to finish the contract, and maybe I'll get another one. Maybe even there will be contract connected to this gang, who knows? Because it's kind of the thing that happens in town. We're supposed to deal with that. But for now, yeah, that's my aim. You're still awake.
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
I need a bed.
There's a wonderful room available. It's the best I have, and you can use it for the night for a mere 25 gold. Interested?
Yep.
Excellent. It's up the stairs there, and then directly across the hallway. Center room, wonderful view of the city. Sleep well.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Maybe he's rude sometimes. Yeah, many people rude. Need to prove my personality. Okay. That should be enough to rest and to not be too late also. I wish it was possible to actually see what's outside. With all this nice view and all, I can't even see it. Which is a shame.
Hello, good sir.
Who are you? I cannot speak with him. I'm present, but nothing happens.
Make it quick. Enough talk.
Why you look so angry? What's wrong with you guys? Can you just let me go? That looks creepy as hell. I just want to leave this place. Okay, you know what? I will not stay in Anvil more than I need. This place is strange. Some weird things happen in the chapel, the prophet screaming, people here unfriendly. Like, nah, I don't like this place. I just need to do what I can as an adventurer and just leave this place be. Okay, Fighter Guild, I need to tell them that I finished the contract. Probably share the payment because it shouldn't be just... Why is this guy shooting me? Why are you staring at me? Go away. Some creepy dude chasing me all the time. And that girl is staring at me. Yeah, Fighter Guild inviting all kinds of members. Not all of them smart.
Good day.
So, I did this contract.
I'll need someone who's at least an apprentice for this job. Maybe you're ready for advancement?
What? So he already knows again. Advancement, tell me about this.
You've done well so far. I hereby promote you to apprentice. Good luck.
Just like that? Okay. I'm an apprentice. So what about the contract?
Looking for more work, eh? Good. Got a contract for you. I'd like you to go talk to Norbert Lels here in Anvil.
Isn't there a shop letters or something with here?
He runs Lels quality merchandise here in Anvil. He's been having problems with break-ins, though, and he's hired us to put a stop to it.
No, the information. Okay, well, I guess I can get all the information from him. Any fresh rumors?
Something about Arvina Thelis is a bit odd. I've heard she keeps strange things in her basement.
Are you kidding me? I just did contract with all the things.
Take care of Lels. He
This
needs the
guy is
help.
weirdo. This dog definitely seeing things that others don't. Sure, there are some spirits of evil else flying around. That has to be his own explanation. Well, while they actually could go to blacksmith, buy a couple hammers to repair my equipment. Maybe have something fancy to sell. Who knows? Who are you?
Enelroth, Morvain's apprentice.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me anything about the town?
Vera Morvain's been a good master. I like the town and the people. No reason why I wouldn't want to be here for many years. Just like the master.
Well, he's enjoying his work, that's good. And yes, did you hear anything about the problem with Neves?
He runs Lel's quality merchandise. Not a bad sort. You can usually find him in his store.
Well, I'll need to go there. That's it. Did you hear anything about the chapel attack?
Terrible crime. Everyone in the chapel murdered. Who could have done such a thing? And why?
Some cultists apparently.
You two.
No, I'm not the cultist. Oh yeah, here he is.
Go ahead, please.
He's the only friendly person here in town. Yeah, how you end up in town?
Been here 30 years, and I expect I'll last another 10 or so. When I'm gone, God's willing, my apprentice Enelroth will tend the smithy.
Okay.
What can I interest you in?
Fine steel claimer. Doing even more damage. The question is how good I can fight with this. Also short steel sword. It's a guilty one. Repair hammer silver claimer. My. Steel cuirass. Oof, it's so heavy. Huh? So claimer also 38 kilos. Oh my god. It's so heavy. No way I can carry anything like this. Yeah. All this iron, steel equipment, it's so heavy. Huh? Tension submission. Dash fatigue on strength. Damage health and strike. Oh, restore health and strike. Wow! I didn't get, so it recovers health of a target? But damage and fatigue. Actually interesting one. So it compensates the damage that was done, but it disables the target. So you can pretty much knock down the target. That's actually a cool one. Non-lethal weapon. Interesting thing. Maybe something for me to have eventually, but it's expensive. Very expensive. Still arrows. Not many, but still arrows. Some silver short sword would be nice to have in addition to fight some unnatural things. But he don't sell anything like this on the claimer. Claimer is so heavy, but looks even heavier. Okay, you can buy him a couple hammers, I guess.
You bought
Yes,
that for a
please.
song. Thank you. Come again. Bye.
He's the only friendly person in town, for sure. At least the one that's sincerely friendly. Yeah? It's so rare. So rare. I already broke it. Okay, one I can keep for now. Oh yeah, I'm still carrying this katana, but yeah, I don't have space to drop it. And I definitely don't want to just throw it away. Because it was given to me. It's a gift after all. Gift by the Master of the Blade, so I should keep it. Okay, so I need to check on the vendor. At the end of the day I should go and visit this farm. But before that, what about the mage guild? Although, okay, mages I guess can wait. Okay. Let's go and visit the vendor. Maybe I can deal with this issue first. Yeah, this place looks lovely here. Those people are very unfriendly. Yeah, quality merchandise.
I don't really have any interest in learning how to use a blunt weapon, but I understand he's very good. See you. Goodbye.
Amberside Warehouse. Maybe I also have some useful goods for me. I also can sell some gems. Hello?
Greetings! Welcome to Lel's Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs. Oh, and perhaps you saw the sign outside? A slight mistake, you know. Bit of bad luck there. So, what can I do for you?
What's the sign? I don't know, but I am here because of break-ins.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck. I'm going to wait at the flowing bowl until this mess is settled. I know I can trust you to keep the place safe.
No. I mean, sure, but... okay. Priorities. Oh yeah, I guess I can visit Gang next time. So I can wait for this place. So, anything you know about that more?
As I said, I'll need you to stop these thieves from breaking into my store. It only seems to happen at night.
Okay. Alright.
Goodbye.
He just leaving shop to me. Who are you?
I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the Forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserved my beds for seamen.
A seaman? Not sure why, but I can ask about Turandale.
Don't mind him. He's not right in the head. Poor fellow.
So he didn't look weird on it to me. Any rumors?
Don't know if this is true, but I heard a gang of all-female thieves is preying on the married menfolk of the town.
Yeah, that is true.
Farewell.
Can you leave this place? I'm supposed to guard it. Come on. Don't you dare take anything. You just came to stare at guns. Ah, damn, now I'm stuck here. Wood and dirt is a gold cost. She's still standing here. Just left everything here. Present I have 2 beds for whatever reason. Fingerprints. Guide to Anvil. Many guides to Anvil. I think I already read it, yeah. I think. Oh, it's again. Did I? It's probably. That's right. I read Coral for sure, and another one. I think Anvil. Well, although I can easily see it, did I read it or not? Actually, maybe I didn't. Okay, let's check what our famous guide can tell about Anvil. Sweet Debel, Lady of Love, bless us and our children. My name is Anlise Otus, and I'd like to tell you all about Anvil. The seat of Anvil County is by the sea, and at first glance is very pretty, but when you examine it closely, it turns out to be quite unpleasant. The water views are charming, but on the docks in the harbor district outside of town, you will find many sailors and tramps and dirty persons of little worth. Castle Anvil is clean and well ordered, and within the town walls, some houses are bright and cheerful, but others are derelict and abandoned, or shabby and neglected, with plaster fallen in patches from the stonework, and lunatics and drunkards may be encountered everywhere. Castle Anvil. The ruler of Anvil is Countess Melona Umbranox. Her husband, Corvus Umbranox, disappeared many years ago, and most persons would agree that her ladyship is better off without him, for he was a light and frivolous person, and given to loose and riotous behavior likely to promote scandal. The Countess herself is a righteous and godly woman, and an excellent ruler, well loved by the people. If only she could compel her town guard to drive the seamen, low-lives, loafers, and thieves from Anvil streets, Anvil might be a more tolerable place to live. Districts of Anvil. Considering the 5 districts of Anvil, Castle Anvil lies outside the town walls, south of town, overlooking the harbor, and is reached by gate from Chapel Gate. Within the town walls, there are 3 districts: Chapel Gate in the east, West Gate in the west, and Guilds Gate between Chapel Gate and West Gate. Harborside lies outside the town walls, south of town, and is reached by gate from West Gate district. A more beautiful chapel may not be seen in all Cyrodiil. Quiet garden for meditation with a fine statue of the Bell lies between the chapel and the town wall, and across from the chapel is a lonely garden covered arcade where worshippers are protected from the elements. Regrettably, the people of Anvil seem little inclined to appreciate these advantages, and are seldom seen worshipping in the chapel. Whether this is the fault of the primate, who is a vain and shallow woman, or the countess, who does little to encourage regular chapel worship by her example, I am unable to judge. Guildgate. The most prosperous part of Anvil is entered by Guildgate, or Main Gate, or North Gate. Here side by side may be seen the handsomest and ugliest of Anvil buildings. The guilds are kept clean and in good repair, and both Mage Guild and Fighters Guild are unusually ambitious and industrious by Cyrodiil's common standards. The head of the Mage Guild, Carhill, is a scholar of good reputation and an outspoken enemy of necromancy, summoning, and the dark arts. The Fighter Guild here is well staffed and active, and shows no sign of their fecklessness and poor morale of chapters elsewhere in Cyrodiil. However, next to the Mage Guild is a ruin long boarded up and abandoned, an unprominent eyesore. Yeah, but this house is just abandoned. Somebody living there though. Westgate. This is the residential district of Anvil. The houses here are shabby and ill-kept. The people are untidy and dull, with the exception of Anvil's famous citizens, the Argonian authoress, Quillweave. Oh yeah, she is definitely a good person. Who produced wretched books celebrating the misadventures and schemes of the lower and criminal classes. This person does her race no favor by confirming the prejudices of many who consider Argonians to be ungodly, dishonest, and worthless, and little better than beasts. Harborside. The docks are rotten and in ill repair, and all manner of smells issues forth from the holds of ships and ramshackle warehouses. Shiftless persons gather here to bask in the sun, gossip, chatter, and plot how to beg or steal gold for wine and ale. Here a good woman named Mirabelle Manet runs a house for homeless sailors, but I'm sorry to say, her mistaken tender-heartedness and charity only encourage malingering and drunkenness. Instead, she should urge these wicked and idle men to improve themselves through industry and the teachings of the Nine. There is, however, a very appealing lighthouse south of the harbor, from which one may contemplate a distant and less disgraceful view of Anvil's castle town and its harbor settings. May the Nine guard and guide you. Yeah, we should just hate everything and everyone. That's just 100%. Okay, so I need to guard the shop meanwhile, right? Because what else can I do? I've spoken to Norbert Nennis, who says he has had break-ins and his store almost nightly. He would like someone to stay in the store tonight and catch the crooks in the act. Well, I'll just hide in the corner, put the poison on my blade, and we'll wait here. We'll guard his goodies and we'll clap whoever is against it. So, catch at night, logica. So, I should wait for around 12 hours for now. It should be kinda end of the day. Should be boring as hell, but I can read some books here. What the fuck are you doing?
Huh?
What the hell are you doing? Oh, they're not friendly. I actually quite screwed here. Oh, what? I died from something. I think I had HP, but yeah, they quite rough. They don't talk to me and they just stab me. Yeah, using poison is a good idea, but damn, they actually quite dangerous. Stop. Oh, okay. That's before waiting. I thought this is criminal scum, but it's not. Well, they actually are then there, to be fair. Okay, waiting 12 hours. Yeah, I should treat them full zero. I thought it was 1 or 2 guys, but it's 3. And they're all quite armed. And don't ask any questions, they just stab. Stop right there, you criminal scum. Is there anybody left alive? No. Poisoned every one of them. I have taken care of the crooks breaking into Norbert store. I should speak with the shopkeeper himself. What the hell of a mess. There's a Keras. Still Claimer. Yeah, they can actually kill me with a couple hints if I'm not blocking. Ah, still Claimer. 26 kills. Damn. Claimer kind of fancy. Thinking about switching maybe for two-handed and maybe also having secondary one-handed blade. Sewer longsword. My. That's very heavy. It also looks like trash. I mean, kind of decorated, but looks too puffless and round here. I would prefer to use something else. Maybe have silver short sword or something. Cause this stuff looks way better. I mean, also looks a bit too puffless, but I like it more. And well, if you're winning but not with a style, then are you really winning even? This guy might have something short blade, something like a short blade. Can I move him away? He should drop his weapon somewhere close as well. Fine iron dagger. Oh, this guy didn't have a proper weapon. Although I think he killed me the first time. He maybe had poison on this dagger. Because I died from not the hit but something after, some after effect. So maybe it was the poison as well. Well, poison is dangerous. Well, okay. This guy is... Can I... just... Yeah, he's too carry. I would carry them anyway from their main road, but well, what can I do? I'm too weak. I guess I need to wait for the morning. Hopefully the shopkeeper will come soon. Don't like to sit here with corpses. Or maybe he will not come actually. Okay, let's wait 1 more hour. If he will not return, then I should go and tell him. Because he may be actually waiting in the inn. I think he went to the inn to wait until it will all calm down.
How are you? Okay, you? Not bad.
Nobody is coming.
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Sort of. Yes, there are 3 corpses in your shop.
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me. All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment.
Unless they were not talkative guys. So I weren't able to persuade them. How did you manage to end up like this down here?
Anvil's a port town. That's why you'll see items here you won't find in the Imperial City. The captains keep an eye out for special items for me.
Captains. Okay. Any rumors?
Hey, you're the one they call the hero.
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that's gonna it. Yeah, poison saving me all the time. Without the poison I would be so dead with the encounter. Because they do insane damage and they're decently tough actually.
Well met.
What?
Have you heard about Kvatch? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion.
Okay. How it works with the quest? Yeah, the quest is just gone. So I don't need to go and report about this. Get all the money, I don't need to share it. Well, maybe they give me part of money, but logic is they give me the whole money. So it's a bit weird that I can just do contracts like a single merc. I would expect that I need to share the money with the guild. They give me payment, I come back, then how it was ended, given half or something of this money.
Hello.
Well met.
But it looks like works different. So I did this contract, if there is any more.
I don't have anything for anyone in your rank. Check with Burrs Grokash in Shadenhall. He might have something.
But what if I would get high rank?
I'm sorry. You're not yet ready for a promotion. Keep completing contracts and take care of any assigned duties.
Okay.
Good day.
So I guess I need to go to Chain Hall to continue with Fighting Guild.
Hello there.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
I see.
Goodbye.
It was something marked on the map when I heard about this treasure before, but not sure what was marked even. Dunbarrow's Cove. What is this connection to? Also connect to something sounds familiar. Do you have any quest for that? Doesn't seem like that. Yeah, not sure what is Dunbarrow Cove. Somehow I have it. Don't see the mention of it. Yeah, nothing like this. So some things we just discovered. I wish there would be some kind of journal where you could keep all the information, or where would be all this random rumors saved automatically. That also would be nice. So I would be able to understand what's going on there. What is this Dunbarrow Cove? It sounds very familiar, but I'm not sure why. Something was mentioned about that. Well, I kinda need to wait till the end of the day, but alternatively I can talk to Mage Scout and see what they need. Also, check on their spells. Will not harm for sure. here.
Hello, associate. To earn a recommendation from me, you need simply prove you are able-bodied and prepared to learn something in the process.
That's some straight-to-business type of lady, huh? I'm all ears.
Unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences. Are you prepared?
Depends.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so.
That's actually a proper task. Something that I would expect from a guild. Yeah, go on.
We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Brina Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
No, okay. What about this rogue mage, anyway?
Some mages do not abide by the principles of the guild and operate outside its boundaries. Many hold little value for the lives of others. The frost burns found on the victims in this case indicate a mage was responsible for their deaths. Likely nothing more than simple robbery. These scrolls should provide sufficient resistance to frost magic when and if you do encounter this rogue mage. Use them wisely.
Alright. Would not harm, probably. Although I can just dodge spells. Just need to keep distance. Anything more about this rogue mage?
The scrolls I have given you should protect you from the magic the mage seems to use most frequently. But do not let your guard down. He may have more tricks up his sleeve.
It may be also not just magic, but enchanted weapon. Okay, so why is the Brina Cross Inn exactly?
The inn lies north of Anvil. Speak with Ariel Gerard when you arrive. She will give you further instructions.
Okay.
Do not let your guard down.
I get it.
We do not know whether the inn staff is involved somehow.
You have a point, actually, yes. Alright. Anything specific in this merchants?
It's a sad thing to think that a mage would kill helpless merchants for the wares they carry.
Well, anybody can do it. I mean, any shitter. Alright. You can train, probably restoration.
Good that you want to get better.
Illusion, actually. I would prefer to train myself. I just need well. Yeah, I didn't read this Galerian so far. Looks like a very common book for Mage Scout. Can I buy any spells?
Mark Gullet, Mage's Guild Evoker, advanced instructor in the arts of destruction.
Sounds good. Can you teach me something?
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Some house. 60 points. Devour House, 120. That sounds like OP as hell. Is it lifesteal? If it's lifesteal, it's uber OP with so much damage. Not only damage, you also heal yourself. It's like best spell possible. At least from offensive spells. Sword Iteration, Blade. Okay, absorbing skills. Yeah, interesting. I don't need fortification. Okay, surprisingly he cannot show me anything what I can use for now.
Take care.
Why there is him here? Sparky. Eyes on.
I greet you. Thorin, journeyman of the Mages Guild.
Is it your imp? I can task him. Maybe he can tell me.
Carahill supported Archmage Traven's appointment from the beginning, And I don't believe the rumors that she just wanted his job at this hall.
Okay. That's weird.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
All the absorptions as well. Leech house. Oh, this is a weak one. Absorb house attached 15 points. This is my way to try it. It's also restoration. Oh, wait a second. So it's not distraction, it's restoration offensive spell. Interesting. Yes, please. Teach me. Magica. Cost 18, but you absorb in 10. Questionable thing. I mean, this means you just wasting less, but I definitely will die in the process. Major knife detection. This burden, fleshbound. 60 damage. My. Hedges a spell, but to haven't. Knock, mirror magic resistance, heal major wounds. Also to high level. Soul trap. Also to high level. Yeah, I need to practice spells. Those are more advanced spells than I can use really. But okay, at least I have now knife steel. Swords.
Thank you for your business.
Good day.
Spiky,
I'm Felon Relis of the Mages Guild. I handle alchemy training for the Anvil chapter.
He's apparently alchemist. Okay.
Let's do business.
Probably can't buy anything really good here. I pretty much have enough potions for now, anyway. Yes. Yeah, I can't buy anything really good.
Be seeing you.
This guy's friendly here, by the way. She's not teaching me.
What is it, associate?
Is there anybody else? You're supposed to specialize on restoration. Very hard. This is Fundamentals of Alchemy. Nothing special, but that's decently cozy place actually. Interesting that despite all this coziness and not the cheapest furniture, they still have 3 beds just like this without even dividers. Oh well. Solar dagger, by the way, how it looks like. Not shattered, but don't really like the style of silver weapons to buff us. I have so many things in these cases. Not even sure why. The necklace. Just some expensive items. I would expect books mainly like this. Origin of the Mage Guild. Oh, that can be interesting actually. Shopping list. Willpower is made by hitting Minotaur Horn and Primrose Leaves. Grind the result together with the mortar and pestle and water to create drinkable fluid. Okay. Origin of the Mage Guild. Is it a big one? Not really. I would say it's worth reading. So, Origin of the Mage Guild by the Archmage Sunrith. So it's either previous Archmage or maybe even way older Archmage. Definitely not the current one. The idea of a collection of mages, sorcerers, and assorted mystics pooling their resources and talents for the purpose of research and public charity was a revolutionary concept in the early years of the Second Era. The only organization then closest in aim and structure to what we know today as the Mages Guild was the Sagic Order of the Isle of Artaeum. At the time, magic was something to be learned by individuals, or at most within intimate commons. Mages were, if not actually hermits, usually quite solitary. The Psychic Order served the rulers of Somerset Isle as counselors, and chose its members through a complex, ritualized method not understood by outsiders. Its purposes and goals likewise went unpublished, and detractors attributed the worst evils as the source of the Order's power. Actually, the religion of the Old Order could be described as ancestor worship, an increasingly unfashionable philosophy in the Second Era. When Manus Galerion, a psychic of Eritreum and student of the famed Leches, began connecting magic users from around Somerset Isle, he attracted the animosity of all. He was operating out of the urban center of Firsthold, and there was a common and not entirely unfounded attitude that magical experiments should be conducted only in unpopulated areas. Even more shocking, Galerian proposed to make magical items, potions, and even spells available to any member of the general public who could afford to pay. No longer was magic to be limited either to the aristocracy or intelligentsia. Galerian was brought before Leches and the king of Firsthold, Rylus XII, and made to state the intentions of the fraternity he was forming. The fact that Galerian's speech to Rylus and Leches was not recorded for posterity is doubtless a tragedy, though it does afford opportunity for historians to amuse one another with speculation about the lies and persuasions Galerian might have used to found the ubiquitous organization. The charter, at any rate, was approved. So there is a famous series book, something like Great Galerion or Mystic Galerion, something like this. Now I understand to whom these books were made for. About who. So I will need to read them one day, not today. So, almost immediately after the guild was formed, the question of security had to be addressed. The Isle of Artaeum did not require force of arms to shield it from invaders. When the Psychic Order does not wish someone to land on the isle, it and all its inhabitants simply become insubstantial. The new Mage Guild, by contrast, had to hire guards. Galerian soon discovered what the Tembrian nobility has known for thousands of years. Money alone does not buy loyalty. The Knightly Order of the Lamb was formed the following year. Like a tree from an acorn, the Mages Guild grew branches all over Somerset Isle and gradually the mainland of Tamriel. There are numerous records of superstitious or sensibly fearful rulers forbidding the guild in their domains, but the heirs of heirs eventually recognized the wisdom of allowing the guild free reign. The Mages Guild has become a powerful force in Tamriel, a dangerous foe if a somewhat disinterested ally. There have been only a few rare incidents of the Mages Guild actually becoming involved in local political struggles. On this occasion, the guild's participation has been the ultimate decider in the conflict. As begun by Vanus Galerion, the Mages Guild as an institution is presided over by a supreme council of 6 archmagisters. Each guild hall is run by a guild magister, assisted by a twofold council, the Master of Incunabula and the Master at Arms. The Master of Incunabula presides over an additional council of 2 mages, the Master of Academia and the Master of the Scry. The Master at Arms also has a council of 2, the Master of Initiates and the Palatinus, the leader of the local chapter of the Order of the Lamb. One need not to be a member of the Mages Guild to know that this carefully contrived hierarchy is often nothing more than a chimera. As Vanus Galerion himself said bitterly, leaving Tamriel to travel to other lands, the guild has become nothing more than an intricate morass of political infighting. Well, so it looks like the guild is barely function really. It's, yeah, quite unclear what they really doing. I mean, they helping each other to study magic and somewhat regulate it. But that's kinda it. Maybe if I'll get to university, I'll understand what they actually doing. Like, at least the people from university may be doing something. But here on the lower level, seems like mages just on their own, doing whatever. I guess just conducting research and living their lives. Studying magic more and more. Something like this. Okay, so I need to pretend to be a merchant, which is fine because I need to go outside for the Siren's quest to get to the farm, so I guess it's reasonable in any case to go there. Also browser, yeah. Yeah, the weather here is weird. It's kind of cloudy, but not cloudy. Yeah? It's like a mist instead of proper clouds. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Bring across the inn. Gotcha line. Yeah, I think I rested in this one, include this Gates of Oblivion. So, bring across in the next one. Okay. It's still a bit confusing. There are two roads, but there is one road. This one, right one lead, who knows where. Some kind of a house. Whitmond. Oh, someone's house? Oh yes, some the farming here. I guess everything's fine here then. Have nothing to do with that so far. Which is actually good in general. Dead puma still laying here in the middle of the road. Oh yeah, I have a new spell. How am I supposed to use that? I don't have many free slots here. Not at all. Like, the amount of slots is actually a big problem. Because switching spells, like, if it would be separate menu for magic, that would be good. But how it is right now, it's not really clear. So this mysticism, I could spam it just to practice mysticism, maybe. Okay, absorb health and touch. Sounds like a useful spell, especially for somebody who's half a fighter. Okay, spell effectiveness 1 to 2. It still should be good. How to use it? Because yeah, it's not like I have many slots. The torch I can of course equip manually, even if it's annoying. No, maybe. Because having poison nearby definitely good. I still need one at least melee weapon and one bow. I need a healing spell. I need firebolt. I need potions for health and mana. So it's like not enough slots really. Heavily not enough slots. Okay. Serve health with G. Show spell effectiveness. For light pieces, apprentice. So if I would become high in skill for armor, the debuff would be lower. Okay, that's good. Let's take it on 3. Now let's try to use this spell. It might well help me. A dead wolf. But that's the career?
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, have a copy. The Night Mother rituals are on the rise.
What? I have so many things here. Nightmares rituals. What the hell is this? And won't be what special edition Nightmares rituals on the rise and won't be tolerated warns Imperial Legion. By Agnes, the quill is mightier than the ebony sword Earthheart. The Imperial City, pinnacle of art, entertainment, scholarship, and ritualistic murder. So says Adamus Felida, commander of the Imperial Legion forces in the Imperial City, and the stanch opponent of the mysterious Assassin's Guild known as the Dark Brotherhood. According to Felida, Imperial Legion soldiers have discovered 13 separate instances of the macabre Black Sacrament, a sinister rite purportedly used to summon a member of the Dark Brotherhood in order to arrange an assassination. Whether or not a card-carrying killer shows up on a ritual performance doorstep remains to be seen, but the Black Sacrament itself is very real and truly the stuff of nightmares. As documented in the rare and taboo work A Kiss, Sweet Mother, the Black Sacrament involves an effigy of the intended victim, created from actual body parts, including a heart, skull, bones, and flesh, within a circle of candles. To proceed with the ritual, one must stab the effigy repeatedly with a dagger, rubbed with the petals of a nightshade plant, while whispering the plea, sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear." As gruesome as this ritual may be, even more frightening is its intention, the summoning of a mysterious assassin, who some witnesses claim is always clad in a black hooded robe, who will then receive money to kill an innocent victim. No remorse, no regret. It is, as the merchants say, simply business, and that's what worries Adamus Felida. This brazen increase in Nightmares rituals is an effort to the distant, peace-loving citizens of the Empire. The Imperial Legion exists for one reason, and one reason only, to protect and serve the people of Tamriel. How in Azura's name can we do that when people take it upon themselves to contact paid assassins and have innocent people murdered? How can I sleep at night knowing my legion can't possibly save the life of someone marked for death by the Dark Brotherhood? Good question. Anyone who carries out this Black Sacrament makes a mockery of the Imperial Legion, and as commander, that's something I just can't tolerate. From this point forward, any citizen found in the possession of items related to the Night Mother ritual will be incarcerated in the Imperial prison indefinitely, and their property seized by the Empire. There is no fine high enough, no standard prison sentence long enough for the type of malcontent who would show such a blatant disregard for our dear Emperor's laws and the welfare of the fine people of Tamriel. To be sure, Adamus Felida is not one to issue empty threats. Indeed, the Black Horse Scholar has learned that one Claudius Arcadia, until recently a resident of the Tauspans district of the Imperial City, is now residing in the cold, dank cell in the Imperial prison, and his house has become the newest Imperial Legion outpost. So before you take the law into your own hands, dear reader, remember, you'll go further in life with a warm smile than a cold blade. And if you've got a grudge that won't be soothed, a score that can't be settled, you can always move to Morrowind and have the government-sanctioned Morocton do the killing for you. So if it's government approved, then it's fine. If it's not government approved, it's bad assassins. Amazing logic. Purely amazing. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I guess they're just not paying taxes. Hard to say is it good that something like this exists or not, but the way how ritual was mentioned feels like you can summon them only in case of somebody did some kind of injustice. So maybe they're not even that bad as assassins. Because it sounds like it's a sort of account, not just Assassin's Guild. Hard to say. We'll bump into them, maybe I'll get more information. No, I didn't. Okay, this should be the place. It should be the first inn. Yeah, bring across inn. Can I see anything around? No camps or anything so far. Just before I will go in, I want to check around. Maybe there is someone's camp nearby. To lie in ambush or something like this. Otherwise, it's probably personal involved, actually. Personal Zane. Oh, damn. Dead. Just poison. Yes, engine worth is good. It's poisonous. Poisons is my strongest weapon, 100% so far. Milk Thistle. Is it anyhow good? I don't remember. Milk Thistle. Frost damage. I mean, good and bad. It's good that I have frost damage. Bad that I cannot actually find anything else that doing frost damage. But yeah, potentially a good one. Some creatures definitely more vulnerable to frost. For example, all the Daedra quite resistant to fire. Using something like this on them might be useful. Nobody in the courtyard. Some graves here. Oh well. Well, okay. Let's pretend that I am a merchant or something. Have some jewels for sale and stuff, so yeah.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night?
Perhaps. Any rumors lately around?
Spriggans. Nature's guardians, my foot. Mean things. They'll curse you, or they might call a bear to tear you apart.
Yeah, it sounds dangerous. No, okay, I would take a bed.
Let me guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
Yeah, I'm just a merchant.
Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders.
The murders?
I don't like to talk about it much, as it's bad for business. At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn. Sleep well.
Thank you.
Be seeing you.
Bound. Yes, he is bound.
Pardon me. Did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant?
Yeah, that's correct.
Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case. Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
Can we go together then?
Oh, don't let me bother you. You just stay safe on the road.
Okay. What about you?
We should speak in your room where it's private, not here.
Why? Okay. I think the room was upstairs.
Welcome to the inn. If it's a room you're after, speak with Kristoff.
I already did. Any rumors?
Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous.
That's why I love this plant. But yeah, I've not eaten
Bye.
it. Good advice, actually. Can we now speak?
You don't follow orders well, do you? You were supposed to find me before you spoke to anyone else here.
Oh,
We
true.
shall look forward instead of back, however. You still have work to do. Rest here for the night, and then continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself with whatever means possible.
Okay.
Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle the matter quickly. Now, get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
Okay. Yeah, I bit forgot about her. Guide to Bravo. Well, when I will get to Bravo, I'll read the Guide to Bravo. It's a bit too early, so I'll think about this. So, Ariel Druid has instructed me to sleep at the Brina Cross Inn, then travel along the Gold Road toward Quatch. So I will rest right now, and then we'll travel. Will it work? I mean, it might. A bit of rest before most like a sleepless night might be not the worst idea even. Let's get a bit of rest. Because most likely this night will be funnier, because I will need to go to the farm to deal with all this female gang. Okay. I slept, now I'm ready to go. But maybe I need to sleep through the night, hard to say. Nobody's following me so far. Maybe expect for the morning, hard to say. Restore the coach. What the fuck is going on there? There's some action already going on. That's my poison. Okay. But no. Whoa, what the hell? The scamp and the dead horse.
We're always on duty.
Yeah, I can tell.
Move along.
So the scamp attacked and killed his horse. And guard is just now standing here. And the gates is open again. It's a different gates. Do we have 2 gates nearby? That's insane. Oh crap. I closed the other gates. How many gates here? Yeah, I think I didn't trigger them, so I probably need to sleep through the night. No, well, I can say wolf. Actually a good chance to try to test the skill, to test new spell. Yo, wolf. Well, it works fine, it heals me, I guess. Not doing too much damage, but it's also transferred to my health, so it's quite good. There are some ruins here. Yeah, so many things here. But yeah, I guess I didn't trigger this mages. I suppose it will be at morning. Then let's do it differently. So Faustina Cartia approached me after I arrived at the Flowing Bowl. She said that I had what it took to join the gang, and if I was interested, to meet her in the farmhouse at a small settlement outside of Anvil called Gweden around 11 tonight. This was the break I was looking for, so I follow my map to that location. Yes, let's do it first, because I can do it before the night pretty much. Then I can go back to the tavern and sleep, and then I can follow and lure the murderer into the trap. So, Gweden Farm is this way. Well, let's go. Yeah, that's a closed gate, so there are 2 gates near Anvil. Well, I could close the other one in theory. That was edgy. Yeah, another ruins discovered. Not today, I suppose. There's a matters to attend to so far. The farm probably not right near the town. Oh, is it one of the altars? Let me see. How to find it? Have too much trash? Yeah, we should map actually. Yeah, the arcade should be above the road, so this is different stuff. Should be someone there. Vision of Akatosh. Honor the nine and do your duty. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessing. Well, that's not it, but okay. Oh, what? Quest of what? I just want to gather flags. Have prayed at the Vision of Akatosh. Ah, wait a second. If this is a Vision of Akatosh, Akatosh is supposed to be here. I found it there. Like, this map is absolutely incorrect. Oh well. So this map... Well, maybe there are multiple altars and I just found one of them. That's hard to say. Yeah, but I just wanted to gather some flags for mana potions. Oh yeah. It's the time. Yeah. Going close to time. I need to get there. It's quite dark and creepy, eh? Nymphs. Well, this imp actually did some damage to me. I couldn't tell that the spell was anyhow useful, although this creature may be resistant. A cave. A graveyard. This cave. Smoke hole cave. Oh, whatever. The spell eats so much mana. Very questionable to recover health. That has to be the farm. Let's keep the poison on the blade. I've arrived at Gwydon. I'll need to wait until around 11 in the evening to go inside and find out what Faustina and Siny have in store for me. I wonder, is it actually possible to join the gang, or is it only the way to, well, just deal with them? Okay. Let's wait for a couple hours. Till they will arrive. Okay. They just ignored me and went inside, or what?
I see you've decided to take us up on our offer. Good. We could use another gal in the gang. Here's how it works. We case the flowing bowl for a likely subject. Namely, we look for a married guy who drinks a lot. Then we'll send you in there where you charm the man and get him to come out to some location we pick to rob him. When he gets there, we make him take off all his clothes, which is very easy, by the way. While they're helpless, that's when we spring the trap. So far, we haven't had to draw one drop of blood. The best part of the whole thing is that the men are so embarrassed they won't tell the guards. So, the bottom line is, you show a little skin, just a tease. No one touches you. What do you say?
And what if I say no?
Well, that's never happened before. I suppose we'd have to kill you. I mean, we can't have you going back to Anvil and ruining the whole plan. But why say no when it's so much easier and more lucrative to say yes? Or are you here for something else?
No, yeah, I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate. By the Nine Divines, assault!
Assault, assault. I think she mentioned that the guards have no idea what's going on and they would never tell the guards, but at the same time, I immediately was sent by the guards by her logic. How does it work? I don't know. It just works. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to convince me to join in on their scheme. When I told her no, she yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them. Well, yep. And the guard's already here.
We had
hello?
a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face.
Oh.
Ask away.
So they are the guards. Interesting. Okay, that explains all this story. Okay, well, so tell me everything.
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
And what about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice.
True, they would
If you
stop me.
ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities.
No, okay.
You've done well. And here's the reward that I promised.
No, okay. Thank you.
Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Still there.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Hidden basement key. Interesting. I will just check the basement. What's so special about this space? Ah, not allowed to do it. Okay.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Well, okay. But can I get from the other side? Is there any alternative way to the basement? Kinda curious. I probably will not stay there for eternity. No, no other way. Well, whatever. I need to return to the inn. And rest there. There's actually a road here. Surprisingly enough. No, there's where the other road leads. I get it. Well, the spell actually worked decently, but they had so different health. Like, the spell didn't work that powerful on the last one, but the previous one got just one-shotted by the spell. Depends how much health I have, I guess. But not too bad. Yeah, I kept my health full. Pretty much. It's not that much of a damage, but in close combat can be good. And maybe I should switch from shield to two-handed weapon, two-handed sword, and free-casting with the left hand. That might be more reasonable. Let me guess. This is a bandit. What are you doing here at night? I get it. Okay. Kinda cool spell, but yeah, doesn't recover much. I mean, it kinda recovers one of their heads. Get the weak bandits. I'm right now in the sweet spot when I'm already not so weak as I was at the beginning. At the same time, enemies still the same plus minus tier. It's still rookie bandits mostly, yeah? And wolves. Unless the situation will change, I'm kinda on easy mode of sorts. I mean, I still can die from few hits, but at the same time, I can kill everything very fast. They don't do too much damage. Not one shot in me like it was. And the other, it's a run in, by the way. Are there skulls here? I mean, skulls should mean something. They're just here. It's actually zombie heads. Oh, it's not zombie heads, probably just human heads. It's now a bit rotten. If I'm here, I can actually see a bunch of aloe vera. Oh, damn. Inspiration cost 23, so soon I will be able to use stronger spells. Yeah, stronger life leech touch would be actually amazing. I just need to level more. And I will be able to use actually a strong spell. Because strong one, even if expensive spell, could be really good for a fight. If I would be able to recover like half HP with a touch, that would be awesome. Oh, what? What do you want from me? Go away. Just go away. Go away. Okay, you wanna fight? Then get a fight. Oh, like that. Oh, fuck you up, dear. Go away. Go to your forest. You have no chance against me. I'm professional deer brawler. Go away. I thought that much. That's a quatch way. Did I miss saying like how? Ah, so no, yeah, I actually passed it. So I was correct originally. Damn it. It's harder to understand in the middle of the night. Also something glowing on top there. I would say it's probably ended well, but might be anything else. There's so many things here around. Too many things, even. Okay, almost there. Almost. Surprisingly, despite temperature, don't feel myself too bad right now. Wait a second, katana? I do have katana as my weapon. I should have longsword. That's confusing. Okay. Well, now I can go and rest. Hopefully I will not be stabbed during the night. Okay, so Area Gerard is instructing me to sleep at Sabrina Cross Inn, then travel on the gold road toward Quench.
How are you?
I'll spend the night at Sabrina Cross Inn. I need to follow the gold road towards the Quench and be wary of anyone along the road.
Not bad.
What's the news from the...
Yeah, better prepare everything.
What
The bow
brings
might
you
be more
here?
important even. Okay, that's probably battle mage that will ask her. Absolutely not suspicious. They are in steel armor and they're following me. Absolutely not suspicious. Absolutely not. Okay. There's somebody up front. I think it's the same guard that just have no idea what he is doing here alone. He lost his horse, he cannot patrol anymore. He just stuck here. Well, maybe he's waiting for another patrol to bring him new horse or something. Have to say. There is somebody following. Who are you? Oh, that's a woman.
I'm afraid your journey ends here, traveler.
So
I'll be taking
wouldn't
whatever
turn-
you're carrying. After you're dead, of course.
Of course.
I do hope it's more than the last few had. They were most disappointing.
That's hilarious. Guard will fuck you up.
Let's get this over with!
Oh.
Show me what you've got.
Oh. Nope. You'll die from poison. Or not. Cool that I had guards here, because these two others were useless. They didn't even come to help me. Into the Garhill Anvil and inform her that Caminanda has been defeated. That was her name. Oh. I have some... I got debuffed by health. Those drained health, but yeah, okay. Potion of healing. Potion of sorcery. Now the skier, which probably means that I can access your place. I think. Yeah, potion of sorcery. That's a strong potion, 20 points. Oh my. It's a good potion actually. Yeah, I need to drop something. It's auto heavy. Nothing really to drop. Have only one charge. Okay, repair hammer. And I broke it. Can I move? Still cannot move, damn it. Well, I can use more mana potions, I suppose. Yeah, that's even too much. Oh, another guard is coming. I think the guard, he actually helped me, huh? If I wouldn't turn back, I wouldn't even notice that she is following me. I just kind of moved on my own and didn't even notice. Yeah, this battle mage is just chilling here.
You've done well. The Gold Road should be a little safer for now. You should return to Anvil and let Carahill know the work is complete. We'll remain here and clean things up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, okay. Help the guard. He fought like a proper guard. He actually was helpful. Okay, she had the key. I would assume that she had a room here. And I could use the key. No, not this one. Come now, this key. 10 provinces. Look at this key. It's just gold. Oh, nobody needs this gold anyway. Eastern provinces. Is it short? It's short, okay. It's brilliant. Eastern provinces important and considered. And even if we overlook the dubious moral and legal justifications for hundreds of years of occupation of these two provinces, what economic or military benefits can we derive from Morrowind and Black Marsh? So the eastern provinces. Indeed, a few beneficiaries of imperial monopolies in the provinces do profit from exploration of their wealth and resources. Exploitation of their wealth and resources. But does the Empire as a whole benefit? Hardly. The vast machineries of the imperial bureaucracies cost far more to maintain than can be recovered in duties and taxes, and the cost of establishing and maintaining the garrisons of the Imperial Legion in the far-flung wilderness posts of these provinces would be cost-effective only if there were evidence of a military threat from the east. But no such evidence exists. No army of Morrowind or Blackmarsh has ever threatened the security of any other imperial provinces, let alone the security of Cyrodiil itself. In fact, a greater threat to imperial security lies in the idle legions that taxpayers spend thousands of drakes to support. The generals of these legions, facing no enemies or opposition within the borders of their provinces, may look with ambition to the west. With their loyal veteran troops and coffers fattened by friendly monopolists, they become unpredictable political factors in the uncertainties surrounding the imperial succession. If the occupation of Morrowind and Blackmarsh were motivated by idealistic aspirations, perhaps there might lie some justification for bearing the burden of empire. But consider the shame of the Emperor's mute acceptance to the unspeakable practice of slavery in Morrowind. Instead of using our Imperial legions to free the wretched Khajiit and Argonian slaves from their darkest masters, we pay our troopers to protect the indefensible institution of slavery. Within the ebony mines of Morrowind, bloated monopolies under Imperial charters exploit slave labor to harvest the outrageous profit assured by rampant graft and corruption. Consider the colossal arrogance of our proposition to bring peace and enlightenment to the East, when in fact we have only brought our armies into lands who have never threatened us, and when we have only exploited the most shameful and evil practices we have found in Morrowind and Blackmarsh simply to enrich the friends and flatterers of the Imperial family. Impartially considered, our occupation of the eastern provinces is morally corrupt, militarily indefensible, and economically ruinous. The only conclusion is that we should disband the eastern legions, withdraw the imperial bureaucracies and monopolies from the east, and give these ancient lands and people their freedom. Only by doing so may we hope to preserve the fragile ideals and fortunes of Western culture. Reasonable. Actually, yeah. I never played Morrowind to the fullest. I mean, I spent a lot of hours in it, but never finished it. But yeah, always was confusing situation there.
How do you do?
Now seeing more, like, yeah, you can see that it was quite wrong.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night?
Not really. What I can
Pay
drink?
attention, and you can learn a lot. Farewell.
It feels like half the people here are training me blunt. As much as kind of fancy, but for now I don't have interest. Maybe if I'll find some cool, unique blunt, maybe I will be interested to train with that. For now I don't feel like I need it. I'm fine with slicing enemies. So I need to return the recommendation. That is good. Murder mystery is solved. Residents are safe. And I will get my recommendation. Perfect. What else actually left in the anvil? I'm pretty much done here. I mean, from what I wanted to do. Well, kinda there are ruins that people mentioned, and also the Dunbar Cove. I think it's Vampire Cave, if I'm not mistaken. Something was mentioned, either necromancer or vampires. What did they do in this corpse? Oh, just highwaymen. I think it's ones that I clamped, not sure. Maybe one of the guards clamped them. Here's some running. And horse noises. Are you for real? I would like that. Wait, dear. Go back. Go back from where you came from. That's better. Escadiers going crazy here. What I was curious about, can I even access the castles? I mean, there are lords of the cities, they maybe have some proposals? You must have bold enough to go and check on them. Because why not? People to spread rumors that I'm hero of Quatch, which can be used. I mean, why not? To build some proper reputation. And get access to higher ranks. Definitely will not harm. And we'll mage to kill him.
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
Yeah, she was found, and well, technically she found me. In any case, she is dead now.
A she, you say? And she's dead? Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
Oh, I guess then I shouldn't be a little people of sorts. Anything more about the Mage Guild?
Archmage Traven was right to ban necromancy and place restrictions on the addition of new members to the guild. He's served us well.
Hard to say. I said it and I will say it again. But necromancy was a mistake. They should control it instead of just ignoring it. Because this way, nobody can control it. And they will do whatever they're doing. Anything about Anvil?
The Anvil Mages Guild is proud to follow the example Hannibal Traven sets for us. Mastery and scholarship, free of the dark arts.
And here you silent spells that drain life from people with red energy. Not sure how good this power is, really. I mean, it's just a tool, but still. Any rumors?
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
So I'm pretty much done with
encounter.
everything.
Welcome.
What's going on with you? Though.
I have heard that the great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval. Indoril is in ruins, and Redderand is besieged by the Nords of Skyrim.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
Goodbye.
Well, now they have Imperial army to protect them logically.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue.
To calm down the Nords. So, I wanted to buy this spell.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Because I almost leveled up to 25, and he had some health. Or maybe the other one had it. He have, I think, 2 advanced spells. 60 points, this is too powerful one.
Good day.
I greet you. Thorin.
Yeah, I need
Have
a
a
spell.
look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yeah, Lich Health. I need just 2 levels and I will be able to use the 30 health. That's actually quite juicy. It's half of my HP and can be half of full HP of my enemies. So it's in any case quite good. So I should have it.
I appreciate your business.
Likewise.
Goodbye.
I don't really track my money that much, but I still have money always because I'm doing all the stuff, getting money, and I'm not spending them on anything really. Economy here is weird. Even if the mods fully nerfed all those mega items that cost a lot, at least most of them, they're not available just like that. I still have more than enough money to, well, buy spells and just exist. Well, apparently if I wouldn't do alchemy, I would need to buy potions, and that would be very expensive. But it is what it is, in any case. Oh, that's, yeah. A priest named Idov Draugr mentioned in Aelid Ruin, Beldaburo. He says that's where these disappearances are occurring. I must investigate. Yeah, some people disappeared and Beldaburo, and that's exactly this one. That's the reason why I need to go there. But what about Dunbrow Cave? I heard something about it, but I'm not sure from where. Necromancer, yeah, that's different stuff. Well, that's something else to do. And situation with Countess sound like she needs some help, but maybe misunderstand it. In any case, I could visit. Also, what in this house? Binner's Manor. Need a key. This one looks fancy. Feels like it's maybe for sale, actually, judging by its name.
Except those of his ancient foe. The White Strike! Will no one take up this holy crusade?
Yeah, on a sunny day, Anvil looks decent. But also not many fancy shops or anything, so... not the fanciest of them all. I should buy a house somewhere. Probably still too hobo for that, it's probably cost thousands of drinks. But yeah, something to aim with. Yeah, buying such a castle, that would be fancy. I mean, it's barely a castle, but it's quite a fancy place. I would find some usage for that. But I definitely need some kind of a residence. Just isn't so weird alone here. Feels like there should be a second throne. May I approach?
I am Milona Umbranox, Countess of Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers.
Truly indeed. Read something about Cancer Arcana.
Chancellor Okato has performed heroically. No one else could have held the Empire together during this crisis.
Good for him. So I guess I hear it wrong and there is nothing special going on here, right?
How did a Dark Elf become Count Shadenall? King Helsith and Baranzia have considerable influence, and Helsith and Indaris are cronies. Get it?
Yeah, no, I didn't get it.
You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people. My favorite time is the harbor at sunset, the sun and sea to the west.
I guess I was wrong, and the one that need help is the Countess of Coral. I just remember Countess, but not sure about this. How about you?
I'm Darahil, steward of Castle Anvil. We do things differently in Anvil, and the difference shows in the comfort and trust of its people.
She sounds very suspicious. Anything more about Anvil?
The Countess deserves all the credit. I do things my way, indeed, but she gives me the authority and support.
Okay.
Good day.
Well, it seems like I have nothing really to do here then. But yeah, looks like I can approach accounts easily. No problems. It's not like I have really the reason then. Yep. A piece of Avaira. Well, then I'm pretty much done with Anno outside of going to Sainted Ruins. Maybe Dunbarrow also, something to visit. I'm anyway nearby. You read something about it, I guess nothing good. It's either some treasure there, or some evil things. Both can be dealt with one way or another. So it's not the worst idea to go there. Locals might know also
son of
something.
Skyrim. If you want to learn to use a mace, you should speak to Vigdis. Of course, to speak
Not
to
sure what's the point of this
you'll have
warehouse.
to join the Fighters Guild. I understand he's good.
You check on merchant. Is everything's fine? Corpses still lying here. Why didn't you remove them?
Greetings. Seeing you just makes me feel safer.
Sure, but couldn't you remove these corpses? It's a bit disturbing.
What can I interest you in?
Okay. Run of the Master Artisan. Our alchemy security. That's funny. Some books on sale, Boots of the Eel. Resist shock. Nothing too fancy in this. Garden touch. I have a lot of different trash. Galerian the Mythic. Yeah, this stuff. About the founder of the Mage Guild, looks like. Iron arrows, ironwood nut. These nuts. And detect knife. Shade. Well, that I can buy.
Bargain at any price.
Princess of Tamriel. This is about princess in general. Repair hammers. I'm so overloaded all the time. Don't have enough space for any of this. Because I'm carrying this blade also. I probably should keep should put this blade somewhere either in the tavern or in Fighters Guild before I will go to the ruins. Because it's just I cannot carry all this stuff at once. Yeah, okay. I'll buy a couple hammers and we'll repair everything that I have.
I appreciate your business. Take care.
It's all pretty much fine. Broke one, but I have another one, and it's too heavy to carry. No. Yeah, it's all heavy. By the way, see those stones. I can see show details. Looks fancy. They both look the same. Yeah, seems like it. Plus damage and strike. Resist frost. Absorb strength on strike. Fortify strength on self. I wonder, does it stack or not? Like, can I multiple times absorb strength? That could be useful. But yeah, so far it doesn't look anyhow really useful. But, and they heavier. I mean, they 1 additional killer. The glowing fence, I can use them as lanterns of sorts. You know what I can do? I guess I can craft things. Okay. Quite weak health potions, but better than nothing. Damage health, yeah, that I also can use. Nightshade. Ancient Worth. That's fine. Are they so heavy, these potions? Yeah, I don't have many health potions at all. Is it all that I made? Oh yeah, here. Damn, they heavy. That's insane. I'm using quite light ingredients, but these potions 1 kilo of weight. That's insane. Oof. I guess I can
Greetings.
sell them.
Seeing you just makes me...
I don't know.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Nah, I cannot do it.
Goodbye.
Walking as slow as hell. Okay, whatever. Let me sell the potions then.
Greetings.
As much as I
May
don't
I
want to do
interest
it.
you in some of my fine wares?
But yeah, it looks like without proper combination of this retort and stuff, the potions are too heavy. I think that's connected. This is so heavy. This is just terrible. How heavy they are. I have tons of poisons.
Tell your friends about me.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Yeah, maybe I can find myself a room as in Mage Guild or Fighter Guild. Mage Guild actually seems the most friendly, yeah. Because I just don't trust local taverns. There's an artist.
Go ahead, please.
Surprisingly enough, I can't ask her what she is painting and why.
I've been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion gates opening all across Cyrodiil. I hope it's just wild talk.
Just none leaves the city.
Take care.
And it will be just a wild talk. The lighthouse also. Oh, Nirnrod. Nice. I think I need 10 Nirnrods. I almost gathered them all. It kinda would be fancy to buy a lighthouse maybe, yeah? Or even, but yeah. Apparently it's a functional structure. We've got a full guy's house. So count as a house, not a lighthouse. Kinda curious what's going on here. Wow, you have Nirnrod here. So noisy. Oh, so there is weight on the lighthouse. The Stratonius Manor Farms. So many books, it's insane. I read it already, there's so many of them. And there's much more to go. It's quite cozy here. I would add a bit more lights and maybe something on the walls and pictures or whatever. Just like a mage tower, pretty much. But yeah, 3 loading zones. 3! Eh. And nobody here, actually. Nobody was there. Just them. Lol. I mean, it's not activated even. No, it will. I mean, it should work all the time. Kinda weird if it's not. But yeah, nobody is here. Which is strange. Maybe he's on lunch or something. Okay. There's some strange stone there, by the way. Right outside of town. It's probably just one of those rune stones. Maybe not, I don't see any glow. And nothing near it. How many do I have? 9. Just need one more and I can go to Skin Grand. No, it's one of these rune stones. Lady stone. No stars shine upon the doomstone. What? Strange. This one is different. I think this one is much bigger. And at the same time, yeah. Something about the doomstone. Weird. And here also there is something. Damn, there are so many things here. Yeah. And another circle of stones here. And this looks like one of the altars for one of the 9. Whoa. Of them! Damn it, I thought I would swing faster. Actually, yeah, playing with wolves is dangerous. They're still eating me alive quite fast. No, I didn't save here. Yeah, better not to play with food. I tried the spell, but yeah, this spell is quite meh. Should still use normal heal mostly. Because wolves are deadly. Without poisonous blades, they actually are quite dangerous. Still somewhat tough. And mainly biting with a lot of damage. But this fireball actually quite effective versus them. So yeah, no absorption spell. Absorption spell I should use only after 25th level. The one that will do twice more damage because this one is too weak to compensate the trade of the damage. That's why I'm casting the spell, I'm taking damage. I think Lady's Mantle also for heals, no? Yep. Fennel. What Fennel does? Their fatigue, not so useful. Golden Rod? That's different stuff. I thought it's not Lady's Mantle, but it's Golden Rod, whatever that is. White seed pod? No, it shouldn't be it. I didn't connect it successfully. Oh, maybe. White seed pod is exactly this golden round. Just called differently for whatever reason. Alright. So what is this? Sidri Ashak runestone. Stone steers under your hand. Do you conjure weapon? No. I don't want anything conjured attached to me. No thanks. I don't seek any Daedra things. Vision of Mara. Be humble and live in peace. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings. So yeah, I guess I visited another altar. Yep. Translation of Mara. That is fine. Yeah, looks like it's way more altars than on this map. This map have only a fraction of these altars. Maybe it's some bigger altars that I don't know. Yeah, actually, before I will go for some proper adventuring, I should go back to town and I should store all the items. Yeah, I should find myself some corner somewhere because I need to visit these aided ruins, then Barocco, and maybe I will visit also some places on the way. Like there's some fancy fort on top I could visit as well. This next session will be mostly adventuring. This was not for adventuring, but yeah, I'm becoming squishy slowly because I have temperature. And start feeling myself sick. Okay, so Mage Guild maybe have a room. Because Fighter Guild, there's always this weird dude following me, I hate it. By the way, yeah, in terms of buying a house, I'm not sure who I even should talk to, but yeah. Not sure if they wanna buy a house here. Although, maybe after visiting these ruins and stuff, I can decide. No, Mage Guild will do. There's too many people here. Some cozy corner would be nice.
How are you today? Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Not on this level. It's funny that Special Knights on Restoration School, but at the same time I found only one hidden spell among them. Very hard. This is not available band. Maybe on the top floor. Well, on the top floor there is no even personal room space. Yeah, it's not that great. And I cannot trust also the other place. Can trust the inn as well. Oh, okay. Fighter Guild TES, I think. They probably have a corner. This dog can bark everyone away from my goodies, maybe. Yeah, there's barracks. Well, yeah, there's a place for everyone here, I guess. Manual of armor. What can be in manual of armor, even? Not sure about using this chest because who knows what's inside. I mean, I'm allowed to look at it, but yeah. This all chests have some goods, which means they belong to somebody. Can I use this one? Can you not chase me? Go away. That's just creepy as hell. Okay, you're staring at me. I will put my items somewhere. Okay, this is not my room, looks like. Okay, I need to find another room. Where can I find any personal space? A little bit, damn that. Just a little bit of personal space. I don't ask much.
I'm listening.
Very easy. That's his office. Damn it. There's no personal space here.
Hello.
Okay, I'll just take one of the beds and put the stuff on it, I guess. I'll take this corner one. So see, I'm here. How about that? It's hilarious. Okay, if you followed me, like here I will put some goodies and you will not take them and nobody else will take them. Okay? Okay. Where's my katana? Yeah. Why can't they... Yeah. I'll put my katana here. And whatever items else I decide to drop here. Some rings, well... Don't wanna carry all this stuff. I have too much of potions and things. 6 on 8, 6 on 7. Yeah, I'll drop advanced potions here. I already have a good amount of poisons anyway with me. This at least will save me some space. Regions also would be nice. Would be nice to have my own chest or something. But not just they can get something like this. I bet we should sell these rare ingredients. Because I'm carrying them, they still wait some killers. Same for retard. Well, it's a bit messier. It's my personal possessions here. Okay. Okay. That's my stuff. Keep an eye on it. So nobody will take it. Good. Now I can actually go somewhere. It's still chasing me. Okay. Safe. We'll continue tomorrow if I will not feel myself too sick. So thank you for watching. See you, well, next time. Bye bye.